Hello guys, here's Jana with you today and welcome to today's live stream, Billy the Kid Dating in Ukraine reality show. Today's episode is called Ukrainian Women Will Dump You If You Do Not Say This. Okay, let's recap what happened so far on Billy's journey dating match guarantees Ukrainian ladies. I will show you lady number one, Anna. Remember guys, Billy called her an ice queen. And they didn't have relations. Anna didn't like Billy. They didn't exchange contacts. Number two was Victoria. And they had their communication near 1 month and they didn't work then. Third lady was Yekaterina. They had match after video call and after a couple of weeks she didn't want to continue relations with Billy anymore. And fourth lady was Natalia. Natalia didn't like Billy, Billy liked Natalia, so they didn't exchange contact information, so relations didn't work. No relations. So Billy has had one relationship out of four so far, but it hasn't worked out. Today we will play my actual coaching call with Billy, mostly discussing his fears and how to break through them to be successful. So some work. And teaser guys, near the end I'm going to play a spicy teaser video giving you a sneak peek preview of where is Billy dating is at now. Trust me guys, you are not going to want to miss this. It's near the end, so keep watching. Before we get going here, let's take a quick look at Billy's backstory in case you are not watching our series.
Again, I'm getting sucked right back in. So that was hard, especially with the first woman, because I was really putting my whole heart in, 100%. Um, there was nights actually when I would sit and I would start to cry.
Prepare to be awestruck by one man's harrowing journey to find his soulmate in the far-flung reaches of Ukraine in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Taking him over 7,000 miles from home into a hostile war zone where he was bombed, beaten, and kidnapped. Billy Sheffield is a 53-year-old small business owner from Kingston, New York. Despite his Herculean efforts, he has yet to find his soulmate, and his bank account has taken a staggering $43,000 hit to the cause. Yet Billy is absolutely determined that his story, well, it doesn't end until he finds his Ukrainian bride. His spirit remains unbroken as he continues to share his captivating story with us here today. So get ready to be inspired by Billy's tale of unwavering persistence. Now, you can see all episodes in our series, Billy the Kid Dating in Ukraine, in the description below this video. If you want, we're closed right now, but if you want to get in on a no wife, no pay experiment deal, if you think you're up for a full media challenge like this, where we follow you like we are Billy, you can go fill out the application. It's in the description below. So if you don't have the budget for us, if you can't afford us, it's one of your options. But do please keep in mind, the reality is this is not a cheap venture. Finding a wife in Ukraine, it does take a man that has a nest egg, that has a home. You know, if you rent, it's really tough. That's just the God's honest truth. Hope you enjoyed that sneak preview of the Billy the Kid Dating in Ukraine Journey series. Please like and subscribe so you don't miss out on these episodes coming to the channel real soon. And please do us a huge favor and share on Facebook. It'll help out your fellow man if he's considering this journey, and it'll also help him dodge a bullet. Take care. See you soon.
Okay guys, and now we have poll number one. Please take our first live poll right now. Which is most true? Quality Ukrainian girls will dump you if you do not give them money or gifts, first date, pay them a monthly support to have them family, show them you will come meet them soon, or show them you have a lot of money. So please vote and let's check. I will also give my comment after this poll when we will see the results. Okay, let's get started. Next, I will play my third coaching call with Billy, which was after he had failed in 4 relationships with our ladies. At Medi Guarantee, we believe it's sometimes necessary to deliver tough love to help clients succeed, as you will see today. And please, guys, like this video and subscribe to our channel. As usual, I will do pauses and comments. Put your comments on the screen. Okay, waiting for Billy. I will skip this moment when I wait.
But maybe you was busy already.
Yeah, I think I was on a conference call when you were calling me for work.
It's okay. I'm sorry for last time because of some tight schedule and maybe some misunderstandings. We couldn't have a good time, right? Because 30 minutes is not enough to discuss many things. How do you feel after our talk?
I'm okay. I'm doing all right.
Okay. I'm glad you're positive, you know, about all our conversations after interview. It's a good.
Yeah.
Seems like you're ready to work.
Yeah. I'm always ready. And I was looking at the, some profiles and stuff like that, and over the last couple of days.
Did you find any lady you interesting?
Yeah. I mean, I was going through. I was, I had went through previously too. Like, so I have to try to remember because I was looking for the piece of paper that I had that I wrote down, like who I previously had chosen. So I had to kind of try to remember if I picked the woman or not before. I did a couple.
I think if you confused about some profiles, we can check your choice, your previous 10 ones. Not ladies, if some lady like reject your profile before, so of course no need to disturb the lady again. So maybe if you need our help, we can help to check your previous choices. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I will ask Diana to compare emails, or maybe I will search also.
Yeah, I'll send them over. I picked out a couple. I just didn't send them over yet. I was actually just looking just now, a little bit ago before the call. So, yeah,
Okay.
it's a process.
Yeah, definitely, it's a process and very important to choose correct one. You should like a lady, right, and then understand how your communication is going and to receive this interest back, some feedback, ladies. Of course, it's kind of process.
Yep.
Okay. What about your own feelings? How do you feel about all this process? Like, do you feel you need to change something in your expectations or behavior?
Well, it's hard to say. I think my behavior, I'm just toning down a little bit, I guess. For me, the biggest part, because of my personality and who I am and what I'm looking for. I was talking a little bit about it when we were on the live stream, but nobody was. Let me turn off my screen so it's making it too bright. It was hard for people to try to get my feeling. Like I was getting attacked a lot on that video call, and I just took it. I was like, I just took it just because, I'm like, okay, whatever. People can say whatever they want. If it's making them feel better, some people being rude, I was just like, okay, whatever. Everybody has their own opinion. But for me, it's not as much like when it comes to communication. I know, through video and then being together in person. For me, I try to tie it in all together, and I know, and I'm in a Ukrainian woman mindset because I've been with Ukrainian women, so I know how they deal with the electronics and the phone and the text messaging and stuff. Some love it, some don't. Everybody has a different personality. But for what I'm looking for, because of what I'm lacking in my own life, is something that I'm looking for from the woman. And so maybe
Guys, I want to know your opinion. Do you think Billy really know Ukrainian women? He was twice in Ukraine, 2 trips. But do you believe that Billy understand the nature and what behavior of Ukrainian lady means?
look for the communication portion of it, because I don't, like Joe was saying, like he maybe was the same way or something, but he looks at it as a negative. And maybe some of the other guys too, maybe, I don't know. But for me, I always thought it was a positive that I'm looking for my best friend. For me, I want the, hold on, turn this. I'm looking for somebody that I can talk to and communicate with, not just have just a regular relationship, man, woman, whatever, but we're best friends. Like I want the woman to have such a desire. And I know it's hard on the video calls and the text messaging and stuff, but I want her to have this desire to just talk to me, to feel that, sharing our days. And because I try to think of it as if we were here together, living together, you're together however many hours out of the day. But with my job, so it's kind of like, for me, it's different. Like other people have other jobs where they're like super busy all day long, 8-10 hours. Maybe they don't have any time to talk. Me, I drive. I'm by myself all the time. I just drive. I go in a place. I do a pickup. I take some phone calls from some of my offices and some of my drivers. The rest of the time, I'm by myself. I'm looking for that. I'm looking for a companion and a companionship of somebody that I don't expect them to be 24/7 texting me or talking to me on the phone.
Juan Antonio, hello to you. Hello, guys. I agree with you here, like he was twice in Ukraine, but unfortunately he had to deal only with scammers and some ladies who he was not successful with. So he had 0 real relations in Ukraine. So I don't think that he understands, like when they say that they into him, he believed. And I don't think it's true, because seems like it was a scam agency with bad ladies who just need him to pay for dates, and that's it. So I don't think that he understands, and that is why we need to explain this to him. Like he really need to understand what real Ukrainian woman is like, because guys, it's different planets when you communicating on scam sites and when you come into real world.
But I want them to have the same desire and the same will of just wanting to, hey, I want to be best friends. I
can see that.
I don't have, like in my life, I'm almost crying a little bit because it's kind of sad. People like how do I explain this in a good way?
It is okay. It's okay. Take your time.
It's hard because
I understand.
I have stayed single 7 years, no woman, and like that woman saying, which hurt me some, and I know she probably didn't understand, Victoria, where she said, first she felt that I wasn't going to come to Germany, and then I thought we had it set for like this time period because she was going to have more time for me. And I said, oh, great, we can spend days and nights together and really have amazing memories. And she then made it turn around and sound like I wanted her in bed with me like right away. I haven't been, if I wanted to.
Sean, hello. I think Billy does not and will not ever understand Ukrainian woman. Everything will become with the practice. He already has his start, because to understand Ukrainian woman, first of all, need to meet real Ukrainian woman, not scammers who play in roles. And when he will have this experience, of course, he will learn. And maybe with some coaching, with some advices, tips, and with the practice, of course, and personal experience as well. So he will. Let's believe in Billy.
Just have sex. Like I had so much sex when I was in Ukraine.
Yes,
Those two
okay,
times.
but
No,
listen.
no. Let me finish. Let me finish my thought.
Okay.
I haven't been with a woman in almost 7 years. 7 years by choice, because the last woman I was with cheated on me. My phone just crazy. She looked me in the eye, for months and told me that I was the only man. And she was not a young woman. It wasn't like somebody young. She was like 39 or 40 years old. All the time, you're the most amazing man, romantic man. She was very sweet, very beautiful woman. She was from Colombia, but she lived here in America, so we were together quite often. But she just would tell me how amazing I was, and she would never want another man. She couldn't even imagine being with another man. When we were together and we would go out on dates and stuff like that, she would always be looking around at other guys and other men. And, I want to feel like this big, and she was making me feel like this big. And I would try to talk to her about it. She's like, no. She's like, I just like to look around. I'm a people watcher or something like that. And I said, but if I was looking at every woman that was walking by, it wouldn't make you feel good. And then I went over to her apartment one night, and her car was parked outside, and there was another car next to her. I walked up to the car. She's inside the car having sex with another man. That totally just destroyed me. Just for months and months and months of having this woman telling me that she couldn't even imagine being with another man. And I walk up.
And guys, now I want to pause because actually it is, as you can see, it is a very emotional and tough story. It's from the inside. So he put his soul. He explained this moment. I hear this story not first time, but now you can understand why Billy afraid and don't understand many things about women. I think this is a big and deep problem. Okay, let's just watch, but it's very emotional and very personal moment. That moment, I didn't expect that we will have this show.
And physically, with my own eyes, see her with another man, not just sitting there, but actually having physical sex. It crushed me. It totally crushed.
I can really imagine how horrible it could be, and how what a kind of huge trauma it could bring to you.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish it on on my worst enemy. And then have her jump out of the car and be putting her clothes on, trying to tell me it wasn't what I saw when, So I took time to myself after that.
Of course.
Yeah, I took time to myself after that. I didn't do any dating. I didn't do anything. I just said I'm just gonna be by myself and let my heart heal. Reason why I started with Ukraine was
I want to talk about all these things with you personally, like a coach, because I think it is very important to heal your trauma before get into new relations, because until you will recover, it's impossible, to start happy relations with a broken soul and broken heart.
And it was hard. It was terrible, and that's why. And for me, in my life in general, as I got older, when I was younger, when you're always younger, you have a bunch of friends and everything like that. But for me, I focused on my job. I was married for a while. I got a daughter. I was into her. So all my friends that I had in school and as we were growing up in our 20s, everybody went their separate ways. They went their different ways. So I had 2 or 3 really good friends, and then they got lives and they got wives and moved. So it's mostly been me and a girlfriend, or me by myself with my dog or my daughter and, her family. I see her family. But so that's why when I started the journey, I wasn't just looking for a woman, just somebody to be with. I'm looking for the fulfillment of having my actual best friend, somebody that I want to be able to talk to all the time and share and just laugh and smile. So it's not just, looking for a wife or a lover or anything like that, but just somebody that you just know is going to be there, and they're sincere and they're real, and they're not going to, you know, tell you these lies. And
I understand everything,
you know,
and I know all those stories because I was your interpreter, and you told to some girls, you shared
you
your
know,
stories. Yes, and I
I
already
didn't share it. I didn't share it as dramatic, and that's what I was trying to express when we were on the video.
not in
And
video, of course. I mean,
no, when we were on that live stream, no, I was trying to
yeah,
explain, like, because everybody was calling me needy, that you're needy, you're not confident, and it's not it. I'm not needy. I'm in need of my best friend. I'm in need
it's the
of
same,
that
Bill. It's the same, and that is exactly the process. I want together with you to take your hand and to pass through this process. First of all, we need to heal your personality because you now what you want to do is to find some person, to find solution, like to resolve all your trauma, all your loneliness in someone. But it will not work this way until you will be not happy with your own. I absolutely, completely understand your choice to being alone after such a horrible event in your life. I can't even imagine to see your own eyes.
Yes, exactly.
Such a terrible cheating, and when a person especially looking into your eyes and says like, I don't want any other man, and doing this, of course, this is, 1 second please, I need charging. Oh my god. And to cover this trauma inside yourself, maybe with the help of someone, maybe you need to like to find some specialist about exactly this topic, how to heal your trauma after cheating, because sometimes we just can't conquer this in our own, and I think it would be forever in your head. This thought will stuck, like you will expect cheating from any other partner, and it will kill your relations, it will kill you, because you will have this suspicious all the time, and it will not let you breathe easily, you know. So I think
Anne, this is our follow-up, our conversation with the Billy number 3. So first was when they had Zoom intro call with Natalia, and we had some conversation after that video date. Second, you saw yesterday, and today is number 3, communication with Billy, one-on-one, like coaching. And we are in the process, so we just started this process, right? So he need to trust, he need to open himself. Guys, this is such kind of things. Can you imagine how difficult it is to share such kind of stories with the strangers, with other people? Doesn't matter. So we stay in the process. Of course, he need to heal after that horrible event, which was 7 years ago, but he's still not okay. So in some point of view, he couldn't cope this moment, and this trauma still bothering him and not letting him come into new healthy relations. So he don't know how to behave himself, and he didn't have he lost his skills even, I think, during these 7 years to being alone. It is difficult, so we are in the process, I think, and you will see the result then.
I've tried to talk to somebody about it before.
Somebody
but for me,
the priest?
like, no, well, I've talked to my pastor. No, but I've talked to like a psychologist woman, and they try to give you different things and try to get your mindset in a certain way. And I do understand, you know, every individual is different, and I can't expect it to happen again. I mean, I've been single for over 7 years. Why is that? Because for me, I'm just looking at, I guess I'm just looking for that one person that I feel I know, that when she's looking into my eyes and telling me something, that it's true. Because even
yes, guys, by the way, I could understand you. Some of you were afraid that if you will become a client of Match Guarantee, we will share your story. No, guys, this story sharing only from permission of a client. And Billy, he has special offer, no wife, no pay, and he was warned ahead that we will do record of everything he has, and it's like very it's an exception. So without permission, nobody will put any of pictures of our client or any video story or something. So but yeah, definitely it shows he's a very brave man, guys, to share such things with people, with anyone on public. Is need to be very brave and confident in some way, yeah, to let such things for public. But it's very educational for other guys, and Billy will have his benefits when he will receive this level of help to become successful with ladies.
No, I try to get it out of my head the past. I mean, 7 years ago. I mean, it's just there. Like it's not something that it goes away. So
exactly, you didn't let these events out of your life. You didn't like try to bury these relations and these events which happened to you. And
yeah, and I try. I really do try. But even when I was in Ukraine, I mean, that's why when I was going on dates with different women and stuff like that, I didn't know who was real and what was not, because I'm being told things, and I'm getting told that a woman's falling in love with me. I got 5 other women saying, I'll go back to your hotel room with you to prove.
By the way, very correct moment of our coaching call for this question. Is Billy the most difficult client? Rene, I can't say that he is the only man with such kind of problems. Other clients can have different things which need to change if you want to approach Ukrainian ladies in general to be successful in dating with anyone to get married. So different occasions we have. Billy definitely had a lot of problems which we had to fix to bring any success to him in datings with Ukrainian ladies especially. That is why I think we have this title of this show, the name of the show, Billy the Kid, which looks, as for me, it's a little even offensive. But in some way, we really need to bring him like a man how to date a woman, because guys, because of his tough story, because of his experience, he just lost. He don't understand who is real, who is not, how to behave, what they like, what they don't like. Especially he, can you imagine this trauma after cheating of his Western girlfriend, and then he came to Ukraine through scamming agency, and all girls playing to him, and he think it's a true coin, but it was not. So of course he confused.
To I want to be with you. I'm like, who is real? What? I don't even
Okay,
know
but
what's
what do you
real
feel this
and not
moment?
anymore.
What do you feel this moment? How you can accept that this is truth, and how you cannot mix your feelings with the suspicious?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard because even when I was talking like with Victoria, and then or even Katerina, and then they're telling like the office like things that I've never even said or even did. I know I wanted to talk a lot. I wanted a lot of communication, but I never, like with Katerina, she was away with her brother around the holidays. I didn't bother her. I was like, I just didn't understand why people were always saying that I'm bothering her. I'm wanting to talk. I just felt like talking once or twice a week. How are you going to get to know somebody if you're only talking for 10 or 15 minutes a day? I watched your a little bit of your video with that guy that met the woman. He was in France and then she was in Ireland or something like that. I watched a little bit about that guy, and that was good because like the timing was right because he happened to be over in Europe and all that. But for me, I will go to a woman when I know, hey, let's be together. But I mean, she's going to be over there, I'm over here. So I'd like to talk. I just need to know that I'm going to somebody that is open to me and open to everything. And I just need to feel that somewhat.
Bill, I understand you don't even realize that I understand really many things about.
No, but in my head, I'm just replaying everything that was on that when we were on that live stream and how everybody was beating the crap out of me just because I'm an actually caring guy, and I do have a need. I just have a need of a special woman. I mean, and I don't think that's a bad thing. Everybody was making me feel like, you know, I'm not a real man or something.
Step by step, okay? First,
you know,
I think and strongly recommend to find some help, some person who can help you to let your trauma, like to reheal yourself with those events with your ex-girlfriend 7 years ago. Because without this trust and when you not believe in people, when you have suspicious, when you expect that someone will cheat you, even looking into your eyes. First of all, Bill, we need to like accept that you don't understand women, like people who sincere to you, who try to cheat you. And I think you just need to accept this fact and like not to get crazy about this. Like you can't be suspicious to everyone. If you start relations with someone, just make this decision to yourself. And I think we should believe people. But we need to be realistic.
Guys, thank you for these results that you did your votes. So results so far, which is most true? Quality Ukrainian girls will dump you if you do not. 27 votes. Give them money or gifts on first date, 19%. And guys, for me, it's even funny. Some of you really think this way, that if you will not bring any present or pay or give money on the first date, you think it's a reason why a lady will skip you. For me, it is a surprise that quite a big percentage. Pay them a monthly support to help, 7%. Also, guys, I don't agree. Support can be, but if you date on distance, if you have this international dating, you can support only if you stay in a certain real relations, when you already were together, spend some time and serious to each other, then you can support. You can support a stranger. Of course, you can be attentive. You can send some, I don't know, fruits, wine, flowers, something to make surprise, some pleasant things for lady. But if you will not, okay, I will come to my thought when I will read all the results. Show them you will come meet them soon, 74%. And here we go, guys. If you not ready for serious step, I think lady will not accept you seriously, because why she need this communication on distance without actions? Relations on distance doesn't count. Very rare percentage when people start their communication and exchanging this texts, maybe even videos, but without real meeting. What kind of relations this is? And what the point for lady to stay in? Like, I have a boyfriend, virtual boyfriend, or what? And we will meet someday. Certain plan, of course. If you're not going to visit her, it's not really. It can be some romantic communication, but I can't say that I can count a man like my man until you didn't meet. And show you have a lot of money, 0%. Thanks God. So my point about financial help and gifts, if you never met in real life, or you don't going to meet very soon, for me it's very like I'm doubt that you should support financially lady who is in fact just a stranger for you. So guys, don't forget about scammers, about all these tough stories. We have special channel for these stories, and not all good ladies playing these games. Thank you for these results. Interesting to know your opinion, and I'm glad that you did correct, for my opinion, choice.
Think about actions. So very important, not words, but actions.
Yeah, and for me too, what people don't understand, because they don't know my whole story. About not about women,
forget about
women.
interview right now. Forget
no,
about.
But I'm just saying about trusting and stuff like that. When I was in Ukraine the second time and the war started, and I was trying to get out, for 4 days it took me to get out. When I got to the border, the trauma that I physically went through, the women, of course, was much easier to get across the border. They'd taken the buses and everything. But for men, and especially me, and I was with 2 other guys to begin with, and then I got separated from them and I ended up being by myself. The trauma I went through, and trying to put my trust into people that were supposed to be helping me to get across the border, and the physical abuse. I mean, I was beat up. I was robbed at the border. I had, people telling me you can trust me, get in a vehicle. I got put in the back of a van that had no doorknobs in the back of it, and was taken and beaten, and had my clothes taken from me and my phone.
It's panic.
So this is all like a trust. It's like a trust. So it's like a trust thing. So I try to say, like, I believe in people. I try to put all my faith and belief in people. And then I had this woman 7 years.
Yeah, I understand your point of view. Thank you for your comment, guys. Just also, we need to understand every person has his own like power and borders. For some people, some events, tough events, seems like a huge trauma. Some people more strong, like personality stronger in their spirit, and they can cope many things by their own without any specialists, therapists, psychotherapists. So everyone is different. Some people stronger, some people more weak. For him, it was a challenge, it was a trauma, but all Ukrainian people experienced that. And yeah, he was just shocked. We also were shocked with the war in our country, and not every, but a lot of Ukrainian people passed through the same escape from country in the war conditions. But Billy, can you imagine? He's a foreigner, he's US guy, and he don't have a war in his country, but he came to this country and it started. So of course he's shocked, and he put this too close to his heart.
Ago that took my trust and threw it right in my face. I'm trying to leave Ukraine. I'm trying to put my trust in people, just normal everyday people at the border. I'm not just saying Ukrainians, but like other people that were trying to get across the border. And we were corralled, and I had people always with their hands on me, trying to get in my pockets. And I try to, now that's almost a year ago. So I like these people I put my trust in, and it got thrown back in my face. So I'm like, where? So I am like, where is this person, one person that I know I can just depend on and trust, and, say, hey, it's hard. It's very hard. I mean, you can talk about it all day long, to whoever, but if you experienced everything that I experienced, I mean, it's, and that's what I was trying to say on that live stream to those guys. I'm like, listen, you haven't try walking a mile in my shoes of what I've went through, and it's crazy.
I want to say to you that every one of us, you also don't know other guys and what kind of way they passed. You didn't try their shoes. We don't know about.
Yeah, nobody knows what it is. But like I saw one guy commented, "Oh, don't come back to my country." Igor or something left a comment on that video. "Oh, don't come back to my country." I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like.
He talked about that it's difficult for you to understand Ukrainian women, and sometimes guys can be very direct and rude.
It's not just trying to understand any woman, Ukrainian or American or German. It's more of just wanting to know that the woman that's talking to me is sincere and honest and is,
fix the stuff. You can understand if the person is sincere to you only if you are confident in everything you're doing. All of us, we have trauma. And I also was in Ukraine when the war started. And I was in that city which was occupied during 2 weeks by Russian soldiers. We couldn't escape even. And I, by my own, I'm single mom, and I took my child, my cat, and some friend with the child, and we escaped on the car during several days after our city was deoccupied. And we experienced these bombs, these planes above our building, and these shoots from first day. So every one of us have some traumas and some tough periods, tough moments. But such is life, Bill. We should recover. We should be strong. And we should forget about those experiences, like not to clean our memory, but strong enough, like it's just a memory. You're alive. You're alive and you're okay.
Yeah, and I try.
And you have a new day every day, new opportunities. But if you will stuck in your memories in your past, you can't move next. It's like stones you bring on your back.
I try to move forward, but then like when I meet these couple of women and then they say things that like don't even, it's like they're saying stuff that didn't even occur. And that's what I don't like. I'm the most honest, sincere person you'll ever meet in your life. That's just my personality. I'm sincere, honest. I don't lie. I don't make up stories. I tell it how it is. When I had these two women that I did the videos with, Victoria and Katerina, and then they go back to the office and say completely, utterly, and they couldn't even got it wrong. They just made stuff up that was just.
Bill, but this is your opinion, ridiculous. Like you expect this. What is every one of us people, we have our own borders. And what is normal level for you? For her, it can be over communication. So she, from her level, from her impressions, she just told her impressions, and she can't lie about this. She for me, it's more difficult to judge because I was not your coach that moment.
I know, but with Katerina, it was.
Guys, here I will make a little remark, because that moment I did that Zoom coaching, I didn't know that we will run this show on YouTube. So I had this communication and like also shared some personal maybe information with the Billy. Just we had this dialogue, but I didn't know that we will discuss it here.
Perfect. Like when the video call was over, she's like, "Oh, it's over already." Like it seemed like she wanted to talk a lot more. And so then I messaged her afterwards. We only had that one video call. That was it, like one. And then the last video call is when we pretty much said goodbye to each other. And in between that time, I tried to just do some text messaging and just asked her when we were going to go on video with each other again. That's all I did. That was it. And she acted like I was trying to force her into something. And I was like, well, we had the one video call. You said it was amazing. You gave me your number immediately. We did a little bit of texting. Then it was holiday time. You're with your brother. I left you alone. And then after that, I just said, when are we going to be on video again? We got on video and she made up whatever story she asked to tell me, and then said that I was forcing her to do something that I never even did. So why lie? I have no reason to lie. So why tell people that I'm trying to force you or I'm trying to talk too much when I can show all the messages that there was none. There was zero, and we had only one video call.
Bill, did you try to check your messages for yourself to see how much did you communicate?
Yeah, I went back and I did. I actually did. I went back and looked. None, hardly any. When she told me she was going to be, her brother was going to Australia, he was going to marry some woman from Australia, which I found was amazing, and I was surprised he got out of the country because he was a young guy. I said, okay, I hope you have a wonderful holiday time with them. I think I sent her a Merry Christmas message. That's it. And when I knew that her time was probably over with him, I asked when are we going to be on video? I might have asked her once or twice, and then we were on video and it was over. I was like, so, and then she's making up all these things. And with Victoria saying, because Joe said on video, oh, she never thought you were going to come to Germany. She physically told me she had no time, that the German classes were so much that she would not have much time at all to be with me until the end of December and beginning of January, when there was like no school during that time period, like till January 8th or something, from December, whatever, 23rd. So I said, that's great. That was my plan to come then. But then she's telling people, oh, I didn't think he was ever really going to come. Where are you getting that from? When
thing is that sometimes, like, women can do anything, but not for every man. It's like a rule. So some men who we really like and really have sincere feelings and interest, we're ready to communicate 24/7 with video chats, with everything, because we have the same feeling and addiction to communicate with this man. With some men, every good morning in the morning, just one good morning every morning can bother. So everything depends only on her feelings. So something, I wasn't there. Unfortunately, I can't understand exactly what happened.
There. I mean, but for me, what I'm trying to explain is I just don't like lies. I just don't like lies. And I feel like I've been lied to, because I went the extra mile. I got her the internet service. I literally had to go to her father to pay him so he could pay a bill. I went like the extra time now. I don't expect a woman to like take 100 steps towards me, but if I'm making like 50 and I'm doing this, why all of a sudden you're making me out to be this bad guy? Like, everybody's looking at me. They're trying to make me this bad person that I'm.
Answer to me, please. You had Zoom introduction call with Victoria and with Katerina, right?
Yep.
Both of calls, they were successful. You had good communication in both occasions, right?
Yep. And
you exchanged numbers.
Not right away with Victoria, though. That was the problem. With Victoria. There was a 2-week, at least a 2-week.
Okay, I remember.
From our video.
Okay, but if they don't have any benefits to exchanging contacts with you, if they don't like a man, they directly says, like Natalia said, like, he's a nice guy, but I'm not interested to communicate next, right? So no benefit.
The funny thing about her, I was going to tell her that too, but I didn't.
What happened after they had interest to give her personal contacts to a man, and then after that, she says, like, it's bothering. Something was wrong on that period, right? So it was okay on Zoom, but when you already exchanged contacts, something happened in a wrong way that moment. And doesn't matter how often you try to communicate to her, if something wrong in this communication, I will repeat, every message, even good morning from a person who not interested to you, like, will accept it like bothering.
Yeah, well, with Victoria, like, the reason why I brought her to the internet was because there was a couple of times we tried to get on, but her internet was just so slow. We could talk for a couple of minutes. I just gave up. I just hung up. I was like, there's no
you should understand for yourself this reason. You should, because without this, we will not have progress any. Like, you should understand that those ladies, they had some reason.
I know, but I don't know the reason, because the reasons that they're giving are false.
You not agree with them?
No, I don't agree with them.
So guys, here we go about I have no idea about because I can hear from Billy different information which I have in fact, so stories are a little different. I was not his coach that moment. So here we go. We need to give to Billy all those critiques which we had at our live stream with Billy when he was in the studio. We received critique to Billy from comments also. And as you can see, he still didn't understand for that moment what he doing wrong. And this is kind of job when we need to fix. So we don't try to blame him in everything. We're just trying to fix his mistakes to make him successful. What do you think a point for agency? Simon, you're distracting. Sorry, but your comments sometimes not appropriate. What the reason for agency to blame a client or to, I don't know, to to criticize him? Our point is to make him successful, but without fixing mistakes, it will never happen, because as you could see on his Zoom dates, he did again and again the same things and didn't understand at all about talkative, that he over communicative. He didn't understand about that he shouldn't show his weak sides, and he did this again and again with every new lady, and he had the same result until he didn't heard this bitter truth, which is not pleasant, of course, but without this truth, he will never understand what things he need to change. And until he will not change those things, he will not have other kind of result.
No, 100%. Because when I talk to a woman, if you were my woman and I'm really into, I will move a mountain to be with you. If you're my woman and I care about you, it doesn't matter if you're in Switzerland or where, I'm going to move a mountain. And that's what I express. I'm like, I will do this. So with Victoria, bad communication on video, I bought her the internet. And then she told me she had a lot of German classes. So she said, we both agreed on the end of December and January, because she said she would have more time together. I said, that's great. My fault. I said that we're going to spend days and nights together. Days and nights mean dinner, maybe dancing, going to lunch.
You cannot explain to me. You cannot explain to me. But
I didn't say to her, stay in my hotel room. I'm going to lock you up. But that's what she made it seem like.
You should learn that just one phrase even also can spoil impressions. They can. And you don't even imagine how many men clients, they ruined their potentially good relations because they just they try to invite a lady to their hotel room not with the bad intentions, not for sex, just to spend some time, to have dinner, to watch maybe TV or movie, something, but it's really like a red flag which shows immense expectations. And in real life, for adult people, those expectations are absolutely natural and even need, right, to think about some intimacy even. It need to be between people when they have communication.
When you're together.
But it's so important to feel correct moment when you can speak about this, and when even your good, pure intention without any intimacy can be read beside lines, beside these letters, like a red flag, and it can spoil. And it's such a not formed chemistry yet that can be ruined so fast because of one wrong phrase. Maybe you had some other misunderstandings. Maybe you don't know, because you don't understand that this is something bad, and you meant what you meant, and you don't even know that she accept this like something bad. You cannot know this. And
I was trying to read her. But like I said, and you said like about the emoji of the bears hugging, maybe she sent it just because she did. I don't know. But she sends me that, and then she's like, well, I need to touch my man. I need to feel him to know that there's chemistry and connection.
Definitely was not hugs like to you hugs. It's like, emoji, like politeness.
Yeah, but when she was talking about like needing to touch me, and then she sent that emoji, she's like, I need to touch my man. I need to feel him. And then she sent that emoji. I didn't mean that we were going to have sex, but I'm like, okay, she needs to have some, some sort of intimacy. In my mind, I'm saying to myself, okay, but I never even talked about it. I just saw that and I was like, okay, well, dinner, dancing, because dancing, I'm thinking in my head, if we go out dancing, we're going to be holding each other and stuff
If
like
it
that.
is
So
difficult, I can see it is difficult for you to understand the signs from ladies, which are sincere, which are hidden. It's difficult. It can be women, especially Ukrainian women, are very tricky because of politeness. She can sit and smile to you and be a sweetheart, but you even don't even understand that she has some bad feelings inside, and she can be the sweetest with you at the same time. But not physically. I mean, she will behave herself absolutely friendly, and you will not understand
I will
that
admit
she
it is
has some bad.
trickier.
Huh?
I said it is trickier because
It is tricky,
when
yes.
I'm trying to read the woman over the video and talking, and like I've spent like 3 weeks in Ukraine with women.
Not enough.
No, not enough, but it's
Not enough,
tricky.
Billy.
It's just as no, I'm saying it's just as tricky because, like I said, when I was physically there, I had one woman calling saying that she was falling in love with me, and I didn't understand that after
Not
3
true.
days.
Billy, I'm sorry. This is not true. You shouldn't
That's
believe
what I mean. That's what I'm just saying. I'm like, I just want somebody that's going to be like, this is it. This is how I feel.
Okay,
You're
Bill,
not-
you
it's
can't
just
even
crazy.
imagine how much I want to help you. I can see you're a good man, but you have a lot of misunderstandings inside you, some traumas and some things which you just can't learn yet, just yet. You need some practice. You need some teachers who will explain to you. It can be conquered, but you need to be that student who really will learn how to read the signs. And of course, you need some experience, and you can be successful because you're a good guy. You just need a certain level of lady who also need this contact. You need a lot of contact, but also this neediness, also because you was lonely, you had this trauma with cheating. You need to dig in your head very deeply and to let all these things, all these traumas, just to make an order in your heart, in your head, in your feelings, and to be in love with you. Not just with the words, like everybody can just say, I love myself. But you really need to love yourself first. When you feel your life complete, when you are alone. Every one of us, we need someone to feel complete. But first of all, we need to be healthy and complete, healthy, not only physically, mentally also. Healthy, complete people to be okay to be alone. We have to be okay to stand alone, one-on-one, just with us, ourselves. And only then we can start healthy relations. Because when you will be needy, in any way you can agree with me. I don't say like needy, or one-time needy, doesn't matter. Any neediness we have to fulfill some holes, some space, empty space inside us of other person, we will be not complete, and we will depend from this person. And when this person will be not next to us, we will feel this neediness, right? We will feel this empty hole inside. But you need to feel your life and to be a complete, full person. And your second half would be just a good supplement to you, like.
And I've been good by myself. But what you just said is kind of like what I want to feel. I mean, even though maybe it's not the right feeling, I want to be with the woman, and when she's away from me, I do want to feel like I'm missing a piece of myself, because I want that woman to be a part of me. I want us to become, one with each other, and be so connected that when you're apart for a little while, you miss each other. I think that's just for me, it's a natural feeling, because I want somebody to miss me. I actually want
each other to miss someone. That is okay, but depend on how do you feel when you're missing. Like when you're missing and you feel destroyed, and you need this person to be next to you.
I don't want to feel destroyed. I just want to feel
exactly.
like I miss you. And
we can miss in different ways. We can miss, but we know that, okay, I have my life, I have my hobbies, my interests, my duties, my work. And what did you say about your work, that you don't need to work 8 or 10 hours? In one hand, that is great. In other hand, you always available, but you don't need to be always available. Our brain, human's brain, such a tricky thing, and everything what we desire the most, when we receive our desire, finally, we don't want it anymore. So can you imagine a woman who will satisfy all your wishes from first thought. Like you want her messages, she will send you messages every time you need this. So much as you need this. You want to meet her, she will agree for every date, every time you want, every time you're available, every time she's ready for you. In some way, you will understand that no mystery in this woman, and you will not have such a big desire to conquer this woman because she's so easy prey, and it becomes not so interesting. It's like to achieve some goals in life. Like when you need to conquer something in life, at our work, at our sports, some achievements, some any goal. When you like you want to achieve $5,000 salary monthly, and when you finally got this, you feel like, oh, I'm happy, I achieved my goal, I'm happy. What will happen next month and the months after next and next and next? You will understand, oh, it's something usual, I want more. The same with the feelings and with the people. So sometimes it's important to miss each other. So sometimes you need to be not available. Not because you're really busy, because you also need to be busy even at that time when you have these opportunities. You need to be busy, Bill. You have this work which is not 8-10 hours. So you have much free time. Please try to fulfill this time with some interest. Go to the gym, go to find something what you like to do. Start some maybe classes, I don't know, photography, anything you like. I don't know your hobbies. I know that you just like to walk on the street. I don't know your hobbies, your interests. What you like to do?
I don't even know what my hobbies and interests are
Why?
anymore.
That is also
because I've worked. I've
No.
just worked. I've just worked and
not because of that.
That's what I've did. I just put my work
Bill,
into.
you told me just that you are not working 8-10 hours.
No, but I mean, I just drive a lot and I talk to my drivers on the phone, and
How many hours per day?
It varies. It's not a lot, but it's because it's split up. Sometimes I'm driving in the afternoon, and then I come home, I eat, I go back out, I meet drivers again.
Like in this life?
Nothing.
That is bad.
I don't know.
We should
I don't
find
know.
an interest for you, because until you do
don't.
not become interesting person, it would be really hard to find
No,
something.
I do. I like to. There's things I like to do, but I like to do them with a woman. There's nothing I want to do by myself.
No, forget. You will find a woman only when you will have your own complete personality. Let's find zone of your interest. Maybe I don't know.
Sean, yeah, is Billy coachable? Absolutely, yes, guys. I think if you have, he want relations so much, and he really did hear all the advices, all the coaching we had together. Follow our show, and you will see results step by step. So this is like first time when I could bring to him what things he need to fix, to change in himself, to have other kind of result. And then if you will follow the show, you will see what he did in reality, how he changed.
In some games, some sports, some hiking, but something what you have to do regularly.
I do like hiking and walking. I like going for hikes, and I walk with my dog, and I love the night sky and stuff like that. There's something, but
it's just walk with the dog. It's not a hobby. Hiking, I mean, in the mountains.
We got mountains around here.
Okay. Something what you need to do regularly, like 3 times a week, for example. Tight schedule. Can you find something what you really like?
I can. I just don't know what I would like. So
you just don't want yet. But why?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to find something.
It also can be a reason when the lady. I'm sorry, I will be very direct. but woman can count you as not an interesting person. You are
maybe I'm not interesting. Maybe I'm
but you
boring.
can be this, but you can be this guy. You can change your life. You can. And when you do this, you will understand and see very fast. Okay, I will ask you another question. How soon you want to change your life? Today or in 1 year?
Oh, I prefer sooner rather than later, because I don't know if I'm going to be around a year from now. So you see how life is. Who knows what's going to happen.
Your today is different from your yesterday.
No, unfortunately not.
Unfortunately not, because you're doing the same actions, right? You didn't change anything in your life yet. You didn't.
The only thing I changed today is my granddaughter came over and said hi to me and
Really?
spent some time with me. Yeah, she will put a smile on my face for sure.
Yes, but it's also not a hobby, of course. But
it's not a hobby, but it was a change, and it's a change, and they keep me going.
Also, you fulfill this empty space with some people. It's absolutely normally when we love our family, you have good relations with your daughter, I know that, and that is great. But this is her life, not yours. And her daughter.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, and you have to meet with them, and it's nice that they bring you happiness, but it is not completely your life, right? So it's just a part of your life. It's your family, but not yours. And we need to make your personality complete. We need to find, to make you interesting and busy person. And when only you, I can do this instead you, right? I can just ask you to do something. But if you sign a contract with a match guarantee, it is not a changes yet. It is a big step, but without your changes, your own changes, you will not have success just to put a signature.
Oh yeah, no, it's either gonna happen or it's not gonna happen. I have no idea. I know what I want to happen, but
Bill, we really need to change something first. Try to change something first. If you agree with me, if you ready for this experiment, you will admit only after making something different way. You will understand and admit that your life changes. And when your life starts and changes, you will feel also in different way. Because until you will not change anything, you will feel the same. And with those feelings, like last 7 years, you stuck in this period. It's not happy.
Yeah, no, I tried to change. I tried to do different things. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm here trying really to help you if it possible.
I'm listening to you. I'm listening.
Not listening. We should make actions, not listening. Bill, not only listening, Bill, we need to make actions. You are my client, and you are like person who I can make some influence. I am a host on the channel, Ukraine Dating, it calls. It's also Joseph's channel.
I've seen you there.
Yeah. I am there from September, so 5 months. 5 months. Bill, a lot of guys there, followers. Every day they come to our live streams. We have live streams every day with different hosts, different ladies, and every day they are with us. Do you think how many followers changed their life?
I have no idea. I wouldn't even guess. I have no idea.
Almost none.
Yeah.
Because they're listening. They just listening, Bill. This is a problem. I thought we talking to guys, such tips, such insights. We explaining, Bill, we can, if you will follow our channel, we have different topics, but we have detailed instruction, how to communicate, what girls like, how to prepare to the first date, detailed step-by-step instruction. Every person is individual. You are right that someone like texting, someone don't. Majority of girls, they like to receive text from their men, from their boyfriends, if they have feeling. Only if they mutually interested back, they want this, because this is some kind of game between a man and a woman, and it's so important to lead this game. to play this man's and woman's role. But it
Yeah.
works only with the chemistry, with the feeling, and chemistry can be.
Joseph, return this comment please back, because I'm a little up in comments, a little above. The thing is, he is listening, and what I'm trying to explain to him, not enough just to listen information and accept this information. Also important to do something with this information, and instead of Bill, nobody will do these actions, these changes. So the thing is, he's flexible, and this is a very big plus, very good positive side, that he is flexible and he can be coachable, I can say. So he really, if you say something to him, he goes and doing this, and this is a plus. Not sure how like it will shows in reality. It should. He's never gonna change. Exactly. He will not change if he will not change his lifestyle, I can say, his perspective. Because if we would 10 times, we will do the same actions, we will receive absolutely the same result. So he needs just to behave himself, to act differently. And that's the most thing I wanted to bring to him. He is needy. Why? Because he is lonely. He don't have interest in his life, as he explained. He was married. His friends, they also settled down. They have families, so no friends, no hobbies, no interest. What kind of life he has? He has work. Okay, he quite successful in his work. He has small business. That's great. But work is not all our life. What he has out of his work, he is deeply unhappy and lonely after that trauma with the cheating, and without any friends and hobbies, interest in life. What he has, guys, now we understanding why he behaved himself this way. But that kind of man, not attractive for ladies. He will not have any success in this position, right? Because he has nothing interesting in his life. And until he will not change his lifestyle, until he will not fulfill his life with something interesting, being busy, he will become interesting when he will have some other kind of events in his life, out of work and walks with the dog. So only then he can have some changes in his personal life as well. So it's impossible. It's like a circle, and it is impossible to achieve his goal to find a soulmate until he will not break this circle and go out of zone of his comfort. But because he is not in a zone of comfort, he don't feel comfortable there in his life.
Even at text messages.
No, yeah, definitely.
I'm also a woman, and from some men I receive in messages, and I'm ready to reply every time, during many times a day, have calls. Men, they are just not interested. I can see even by messages, if the man is needy, how he tried to communicate with me, what kind of compliments he doing, what kind of questions he doing, how he answering to me. And in some time, I just...
Guys, like my insight for you, this is really truth. So what I explained previous coaching to Billy, that some messages, they can be just empty. So he can send some messages to a lady like, good morning, how are you doing, I miss you so much, you're so lovely, giving some compliments. From one side, it is nice communication, nice compliments. But from other side, if you're not interested, not confident, not strong, can't create anything, not ready for actions, it would be empty communication. Woman will just be not interested. She will skip you like a man. So he need to understand this.
Losing interest for some guys in their mistake, not mine, because they still have interest to me, but I not. But some guys, they know how to play and need to be that guy who knows how to play.
Yeah.
And you know what guys are most interesting?
What? Who
has interest in life, who has life experience, who has a lot of events in their life. Bill, we need to do this.
No, I mean, I have a good life. I just don't.
You
see,
like
for
it
me,
good. I'm not.
I just always wanted to. When I had a woman, I did more. You know, there's things I want to experience. I do want to do traveling. You know, there's different. I like to go away on the weekends and stuff like that. But that's stuff I want to do with some. I just don't want to do by myself.
You're doing by yourself, okay.
No, there are things I like to go to, like craft stores, and I like to go to shopping, and I like to go sightseeing, and I like to, in the fall, I like to go do stuff. There's things I do like to do, but most of the stuff I like to do, I like to do with somebody else, not just by myself. That's the hard part, you know. There are things my life can be interesting.
It will come only when you will find something what you enjoy to do by your own.
I'm a fun guy. I'm a good guy. There's so much
not
inside of me.
You're a good guy, but not enough to be just a good guy. It is not enough.
No, but I'm just saying in general, like it's like
I understand. Believe me, I have good guys in my life, and they are not interesting.
You hate me, I can tell.
What?
You don't like me at all.
It is not true, by the way.
No, I can see that you're a good guy. I just very direct with you, and I tell you this bitter truth that not enough to be a good guy. It is not enough when you can support your woman with words or with some actions. Also need to have this flame. Don't show this to ladies. Don't show this.
Come on, they say they want the strong man. That's all I ever hear about.
Yes, but you need to be a strong man, but don't show this.
I'm kidding. It's a sense.
I know you are kidding, but I just also this is my advice to you, like how it.
No, it was funny. I was only doing that because it was funny because one guy put in the thing that I was out of shape, and I'm like, how does this guy know that I'm out of shape? You're only seeing me from the shoulders up. I'm like, the people that they're making comments. I'm like, what are you talking?
Simon, you're not challenging me at all. You're spamming, and it distracts my work. I can't do good stream because of you, because I have spam at my chat. That's a problem with you, and you like have very strange opinions sometimes, strange comments. And Billy doesn't challenge me at all. This is my great successful project. What I can say about Billy, he's really a nice guy, and I really wanted to explain him things which he didn't understand, and he as he could accept those advices, we could see his result then. And also follow our show, and you will see what kind of changes he had, what kind of advices he could accept, and what kind of date he has after this little work, I can say, because it was quite short period, and what point he's staying right now.
Talking about you'd act like I was like a 500-pound guy sitting on the couch. The one guy was saying, "Oh, you're out of shape." I'm like, yeah, I go hiking, walking, I lift weights, I do sit-ups, and how am I out of shape? It was just so weird. But our time is coming to an end. I see our hour is.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I have time for you. You're my special client now.
No, I just remembered that, last time, you had.
Yeah, because I.
Rene, I think this question is to Joseph, not to me, about refunding money. Not my business. I'm not a boss here.
Hey guys, I thought I'd comment on that. Hey, Jana, can we?
Yeah, Joseph. Let's do this.
Okay. Yeah. Hey guys, I'm lurking in the shadows, watching Jana do a great job. Because there's a really high level. First thing I want to say is that this poll is absolutely a trick question. And it does surprise me the number of even sophisticated guys that don't get this poll. There's so that's why I'm going to come on And I'm going to tell you my personal story about this poll. And as you guys see, I like to teach from my fuck ups because I've made them all and I've told you guys that. But I almost lost my soulmate. Do you guys know that? I've never told you that before. I almost fucked up my relationship with my amazing Anyushka. And I'm going to share why. And guess what? It's deeply hidden in this poll. Like I say, it's a trick disguise poll. So I'm going to share that in a bit. But about this question, Renee, Billy is not. Why would we give a refund? I mean, we've given one refund in Match Guarantee's history. It was a gentleman. He was a client for 1 year. And he just out of the blue asked for a refund. And what we did was we called his coach, called Tatiana, our head matchmaker, and said, can you check how the relationship's going with his lady? Because he was in a relationship for a long time. I don't know if it was 6 months or 6 months plus anyway. I think it was close to a year. And it turned out he got cancer and he just asked for a refund. I gave him a refund. It's just a button. I gave him a refund, full 100% refund in 3 days. And you can ask anyone on Match Guarantee staff. That is God's honest truth. That's our policy at Match Guarantee on refunds. And it's only ever happened once because, as I've told you guys before, my brand's reputation is number one to me. Money will never trump that.
Great
That's
story.
one of the reasons we have no bad reviews. We have zero, pretty much. I think there's one stupid bad review. But anyway, and not only that, Renee, I just want to say, Billy he's a lifer. He's in the Match Guarantee jail for life. So he doesn't get out until he gets hitched or he gives up on himself, right? That's our lifetime guarantee, right, guys? So
He
I
will
want
not.
to thank you. Fantastic job.
He will not give up on himself. Come on, this is Billy. He will try. Keep trying.
And exactly, Jana. And I want to say this, as much as everyone, including myself, is roasting Billy for all the litany of mistakes he's making, and he is making them, right? I mean, he really is, and we see it. You guys see it. But do you know Harvard Business School did a study? I don't remember when the study was, but you can look it up. So they analyzed, I don't know if it was decamillionaires or billionaires or whatever, but they analyzed financially successful people. And then what's really interesting is they analyzed people that are happy in their life, like not only financial success, but overall success, because of course money is not the end all be all of life. Happiness is, right? Love and happiness. And they found, the most successful people, what's the number one common quality that most of them had? Okay, you can read the study. It's online. You can Google it. Anybody want to guess in chat? Well, Billy has it. Billy has it. And that's why I know Billy's going to be successful. In my heart of hearts, I absolutely know it. So it is, I don't know if somebody's going to vote in chat, at least one person vote in chat before I drop it. It's resilience, the quality. And otherwise, you give up, but you get back on the horse and you go again. I love the personal development expression, fail forward fast. It's actually how I make a lot of mistakes. I just shoot. Like another one I love is fire, ready, aim. And that's what I do. And my staff knows it. It drives everybody nuts. But the thing is, never give up. Persistence. Yeah, somebody got resiliency is actually what it came back at. And Billy is resilient. So the point is, as much as we're roasting him, you guys are going to find this hard to believe, but pretty much everybody watching has a big lesson to learn from Billy. That's right. He's doing something that almost all you guys are not doing, which is why he's going to be successful. Anyway, that's it. That's my little soapbox input for now. Keep watching.
Thank you, Joseph.
Simon, you got one more kick at the can, my friend, and you'll be banned for life. I just wanted to tell you that right now. So behave yourself. Final warning. Okay, you got your timeout, which will be at the end of this, and then I do appreciate you on the channel, but everybody is saying you're being disruptive. So that's it. Final warning. Okay, back to you, Jana. I'll come back on in a bit. Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, and I was like impressed with that story because I respect such kind of things, like about refunds. Should be in some situations, but not with the Billy case, because guys, as you can see, we're trying to make Billy successful, and he agreed for that experiment, and don't give up. Hello to you. Hello, Carlos, to Washington. Okay, our video.
And it was not enough time.
You're a busy
Okay,
woman.
Bill, I need your feedback. What about some zones of interest? What about gym, for example? Are you ready to put some effort to find something what you're really interested in, something regular? When you will go there, for example, at the beginning, just to put some efforts because you need to do this, you have to. You don't maybe like yet, but you have to. Then you will go, you will like used to this system, to this schedule, and you will feel yourself more confident. Confidence, it's something very visible, but you can't show it with like this. You can't show this with your it's something like a perfumes. It's something invisible, but you can see and smell this.
I smell good.
This confidence. When you go into the gym, you feel more masculine, you have more tight schedule, you feel more busy, and you surrounding with also some people, usually guys who goes to the gym, they have a target, for example, to take some muscles, to take some body shape, or to weight, like to lose weight if somebody out of shape, to have a good shape, to have a good health. Also with the gym comes, for example, some specific diet. I don't talk about diet when you need some low calories. I mean that you become to love more healthy food, more interest in healthy food, like something like vegetables, chicken and avocado instead of burgers and something fat. Or but the thing is, it's like a chain which leads to new and new habits, and it creates a lot of interesting things in your
It's a
life.
good example,
It's just
yeah.
an example. If you don't like gym, but I recommend gym for you, because girls just like, they're addicted to a man who like to work on their shape. They just like it. It's masculine, Bill. And it would be definitely not bad for you to keep yourself in shape and keep your health. Or you can find some other interest, but the most important that you should be busy on certain times, certain days a week, to spend this thing, like what you like. Try to understand. This is a home task, by the way, for you. Try to find your own interest, what you really like to do. Maybe some photography, maybe working in some programs, some design, maybe, I don't know, or creating some pictures, some decorations, maybe some, if it can be by cycling or swimming or something, it should be by schedule. You know what my thought, like not once a month when you want to go bicycle. It should be a schedule. You should be busy and you should have some goal which you need to achieve. It's very.
I'm interested in where you lock your daughter up when you're on video for so long.
She's okay. She's almost 9, so she know how to. She know how to entertain
herself. Yeah.
Such already such a period.
Here is a tricky question from Billy to distract me, to change the topic, because nobody wants to go out of zone of his comfort. And when I talk to him, like, you need to change something in your life, you need to do something, find some interest and keep doing this, create your schedule and change your life. He asking, what is your daughter doing right now? Tricky Billy. Billy is a great guy, no doubts at all. Nobody blaming him. He is a great guy, really, but he needs help. Help to understand how to court ladies.
When she has a lot of her own interests, so she not so need her mom every minute.
Rose, hello to you. No, don't understand me in a wrong way. I push Billy to the gym not to find relations there. I like try to push Billy to the gym because he has too much free time. He don't have any interest in his life. So he need to become more masculine. He need to be surrounded of some good atmosphere. And gym, I think it's a very correct place for him to meet successful, nice guys who also maybe they can be his buddies. He can spend also some time, find even some friends probably, or just communicate there, doesn't matter. And as I explained, for women, it looks masculine as well, looks attractive when men visit in gym. So it's just an advice in his case, like how to be more interesting, more attractive for ladies. And he need to fill his time, his daily schedule with something, because all he's doing, as I understood from his previous stories, he available during all the day. He texting messages to ladies and he responding to them immediately. So he never busy. He never busy, and it's not that attractive. So that's what I wanted to change in him. Not only gym, can be different hobbies.
Yeah, that's good.
Bill,
All right.
how it sounds for you? I need to know your honest opinion. Are you ready to try something new about interests, about communication, about to understand women?
Yeah. Yes. I'm sitting talking to you, aren't I?
I want you come here not just to talk to, you know, sit with me.
No, but I'm listening. I'm listening.
Yeah,
I'm understanding.
I understand. I mean, for me, it's so I don't know, how do you accept all the information from me? Are you seriously like listening to me and like, do you have this desire to have some changes?
Can't you tell by the expressions on my face?
You're friendly and nice guy. It's difficult to understand your impressions by your face. You're looking friendly, and I can admit good attitudes when I talk to you. But it's more important not just to have a friendly talk. It's important that you will really have this flame inside after talk. Like, okay, I'm ready to change something. I want that feeling from you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Bill, believe me. Just let's make an experiment. Let's start from this, then we will talk more about.
Yes, Juan Antonio, and he really need this example. And gym, one of places when he can be successful in good society.
What Ukrainian women really like in our culture, and what they don't like, what they cover with the politeness and some friendship. I will also try to explain this to you, because I can see that you need this explanation, you need this practice and experience to read these signs of women, because you misunderstand sometimes. It can be it confuse a lot. And Joseph, he lived 6 years in Ukraine, and he don't ashamed to tell his bad experience, like he did a lot of mistakes until he understood the nature and the mentality and how to communicate and to behave himself. It needs practice.
So because you're all tricky. Because you're all tricky. I was there, remember?
I'm sorry, but that is why we're so interesting and mysterious to you. You want this complicated nature. You want this because it's always interesting, because you don't know anytime what to expect from your lady. Like, she can be predictable, loyal wife, but at the same time, every day she can be some mystery for you. And that is nice why guys from all over the world such in love with our ladies.
Yeah.
They can be very interesting, but without this tricky, mysterious things, you will not have interest like a man. That is why it working for many years of marriage, not for all.
Yeah.
Guys, here I want to add, unfortunately, ugly humans' nature, that usually that wives, that ladies who are simple, like open book, predictable, don't have any secret mystery and spark inside, usually they ended like being cheated, unfortunately. So men try to find something more interesting somewhere outside. And Billy now, he, oh, hello. Joseph, microphone, we can't hear you.
Say hello.
Hello.
Yeah, she has a message. She has a message for Billy. Yeah. You want to say to Billy something? Look at how beautiful. Look, she has all of these
Yeah.
what are they? What are the pearls on your eyes? Yeah.
Some stones.
A movie star? Yeah. What do you want to say to everybody? Luluchka, what do you want to say? Now you're getting shy. What you do? You're lying. Jana, be right back. I'll be right back. So guys, Lulu, what do you want to say? What do you want to say to everybody? Okay, well, this is what she wants to say. She has some advice for Billy. She's getting a little shy now.
Guys, right now, don't be pussy.
I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring. Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me, quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me.
Not for all. And also it's some way, some time to find exactly some person when you can match. Bill, I will make some points, some dots about our communication. I want from you, really want, if it's possible, maybe you can ask someone I also maybe can ask, maybe it can be online with someone. You also can search online, some person who can help you with those trauma about cheating. You really need to recover after this. And it's not my specialty. I'd wish, but I can't. I don't know these techniques. I can explain you just with the simple words, like but you need some special technique with your like conscious mind, what will make influence for you to leave it in the past. You really need to do this. Second is your home task, interests. You need to start some hobby. Please do this. Let's do this together.
Sure.
And third, we will learn Ukrainian nature and ladies' communication, what they like, what they don't like. Also, I recommend you to watch some, you can even see by chapters, by titles on Ukraine dating. I'd wish you to watch from time to time, not only my streams, different, Maria, Vita, she is just amazing. She explains complicated things with the simple words, but exactly in the target. Sometimes I can, when I hear into her, because she is mature, older than me, and she is very intelligent woman, and she is very sincere, she's very straightforward, and she's really good. She has a lot of topics about war, but when she explains a lot of things about women, I'm listening to her sometimes. From time to time, I also watch in streams because I have other job like working with the streams, and I'm wondering, like, it's exactly what I think, but I couldn't explain the best way she did.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of just her clips, like
it would be really useful for you to understand. So please, when you have time, from time to time, find 1 hour, 2 hours to watch. You can skip some moments, right? But the most important topic, like juicy moments about explanation of something. Also very important, some questions when guys, the same as you, who don't understand, they asking how women will feel safe. Do they like masculine men? And what is masculinity for you? Is the height important or not? Because for many women it's important, and you can be a super nice guy, but just because you're not as tall as she want, for example, she's the same height as you, for example, it can be a reason why she can't accept you seriously. And you need to know this from the beginning, because most of occasions she will not say this to you. Such our nature, Bill, it's difficult to explain. I do the same. I will not say straightforward in the eyes of men who try to court me, like, you are boring, you are not interesting, you are not so stylish, you looking something weird or something, you are out of shape, all these unpleasant things. Some girls can say, some girls, very rare. Usually they do not say. They will hide this information inside and show you some polite reason which explain you that it will not work, but she will not be straightforward with you, like she will not say this true reason.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So that, yeah, well, that would be
Some
good.
questions to me?
No
No.
question. No. I listened. I listened, and I'm going to do what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this? Your truly feelings. What do you feel? Are you ready to changes?
Yeah. I'm going to.
You should, Bill. You should.
I will. I'll start today. Sure. Yep.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
glad to hear that, and thank you for also for being open-minded to me. I hope so. I'm not missing this with something else.
Say I'm a man of mystery.
I don't know. You also can be tricky. Like you can be friendly, but inside you can filter all my words and think like I don't need this.
No, it's good.
I know human nature is tricky, and sometimes we don't want changes because we stuck in our zone of comfort. Even if we feel unhappy there, we're still stuck there, and it's very difficult to go out. Very difficult because we need extra efforts, which is not comfortable at all.
Listen, I left my comfort zone before. I came to Ukraine. That was me. I've never traveled like that before, so I'm used to going out. I just started, getting out of my comfort zone in that way because I never really did a lot of traveling.
It's not a zone of comfort. It's curiosity and something.
But it was a comfort out because I never liked flying. I didn't like being in airplanes. And so I had to conquer that. The thought of being 35,000 feet in the air in a plane freaked me out. So to fly for like 10, 12 hours, that was definitely stepping out of my comfort zone. So I am willing to do what I have to do. Because, I want a happier life. I want to, I'm happy. I have a good life. It's just.
You are not happy. You have a good life, but it's not happy.
No, I'm not. Yeah. I mean, there's happiness and then there's other happiness. So.
Yeah, sure. Some moments, of course, you can be happy with these moments. You are quite successful. You have your own apartments, your own property. You have family. I mean, your daughter and granddaughter, and definitely this is happening. You have your dog, so it's good things, and we need to be grateful to have these things which make us happy every day. But also, you have a huge hole in your life, and you need to fulfill this hole.
Yep.
And only you can do this. You need to be ready to go out of the zone of comfort, not just to go out with your dog, but to do something else. And it will have influence. It will. I
gotta figure out why you're so mean to me.
Why you still mean to me?
Yeah, why are you so mean to me?
Meaning? I'm sorry, I can't understand the word. I'm sorry.
Mean, you're mean to me.
It's my mimics. I always have this. I'm emotional. It's just my emotions, and it's not because I have some bad feelings. I just share sharing my emotions in this way. So it's not.
I didn't think you had any of those. I didn't think you had emotions. Stop it.
No, I am emotional. It's okay. I mean, it's not bad emotions towards you. It's just my expression. So because I really want these changes, and I also want as sooner than later. Also.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be good.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I will not waste your time anymore.
Why would you say waste my time? You think this has been a waste of time?
No, not waste. I sometimes difficult to catch correct word. I mean, not delay you anymore. I think I said to you for today everything I wanted. It's definitely not wasting time. It was wrong.
Yeah.
It's not wasting time.
Another woman telling me she's wasting time with me.
But you should be grateful to this woman that she was direct. It's very rare occasion.
You're direct.
I'm also direct because I have different kind of communication with you, different kind of Oh my God, what happened to my head? I can't find, I can't catch
What's
for
going on with
it.
what's going on with you over there? What's going on?
I have no idea.
Well, we'll talk
I mean,
more. I'm sure I'll hear from you.
I found the words. We have different kind of relations, and I have to be straightforward to you. And also, I involved in this emotionally because I know a little bit your stories, and I really want to have success, like to change.
Yeah,
So
it's gonna be good.
Bill, it's more easy for me to explain you such things. But as I told you, for example, for my boyfriend, I can't be such a straightforward. So it doesn't mean that I will lie or I will hide my some feelings and will not explain and try to communicate about such things which disturb in me. And I know that it would be difficult to fix. But it's easy with someone else. So I should be.
Yeah, but I appreciate honesty and openness, whether it's a girlfriend or a friend or whatever. I'd rather be upset by hearing the truth than finding out later that, you know, it was a lie or it wasn't straightforward or honest. I appreciate honesty very much.
Yes, but some
Even if it's hard,
situations, people have to be more tricky. Some truth better never to say because it can hurt. Some things better not to discuss, even in friendship, even in relations. Some things can be really complicated and need to feel these moments. It's also like every person have individual feelings and understanding, and some people, they are very, like I am very empathic by my nature. So I like for me it's easy to feel people. What mood do you have? Like I understand your mood, your feelings, your situation. I will feel the same next to you. This is my nature. You know, these types, like empathic person, sympathy, empathy when you like share the same feelings with your partner, like your friend, your soulmate. Sympathy when you just have good feelings to someone. You have your own mood and you have just good feelings to someone. And like when you don't like someone. So 3 conditions we have. I am empathic person and I feel the same what people at the same room or I communicate with will feel. So I don't know, this is good or bad. Sometimes it's bad for me, but in communication, this is good, I think.
Yes, exactly.
But every person should behave the way he can do this, he can feel this. And some people with their truth, they can broke other people.
Yep.
Every truth also need to know how to put on the table the truth.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. It's going to be good.
Yeah. Okay, Billy. So next follow-up. Let me check.
Guys, I think it's everything here. Yeah, so it's over. Yeah, Juan Antonio, the product of being physically fit is confidence. Exactly. In Billy occasion, not only confidence and being busy as well, because he is not busy enough. He complained, like, I don't work for 8 or 10 hours. It's like a benefit, but in his occasion, it is not a benefit when you don't have any other life in your life. So guys, next poll, please. Let's try to check our opinion. So about poll number 1 results, you are very like your guess really good, because if you will not have this intention to meet the lady, she will not accept you seriously. This is true. So I think you should come as soon as it possible. Maximum it can be 2-3 months, guys. More than 3 months, it's like a very long perspective. And lady, I don't think she will waiting for you. And Guys, I don't know, everybody life is different, but as for me, in 3 months my life can change totally. And I don't think that any lady want to wait during 3 months when she has this opportunity right now to date with someone who will do actions, and she will not skip this guy who is real right now next to her to wait for some potential man she never saw before. So she will choose this guy who doing actions or next to her. So 3 months maximum if she will not have any opportunities to change her life, especially since the war started, and many ladies, they also moved abroad, they changed their lives, they are more flexible because they don't have this daily routine with the regular work, and life totally changed in Ukraine for people. It was actually a trick question, guys, because both answers 2 and 3 are correct. Because if you are in a full relationship with Ukrainian woman, stay 6 months or more, for example, most traditional women will expect your financial help, so show your love and care by your actions. But guys, as I mentioned, I think my own opinion, my personal opinion, only if you already met with this lady and you really staying in certain relations with this lady. Before, of course, to court the lady until you didn't met, of course, you can send some bouquet or chocolate or fruits or something like an attention. Mhm. So, okay, by your actions, you should show your love and care. But she will not ask this, she will not tell you, and she shouldn't ask you for this. And if you do not get it, you will likely kill her feelings for you, and you will likely lose her.
Hello, I'm back. Oh, I have sound? No. Oh, you hear me? Sound?
Yeah. Yeah, Joseph.
Hello,
I
Jana.
can.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
I wanted to come back and talk about this point. Jana, you, as always, you nailed it on the head. You got it right. There is a second question, and I wanted to ask you about this, Jana, your opinion. So this is a really tricky question. This is about as tricky as it gets because guys are used to being scammed by scam sites and scam ladies, right? There's too many guys. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, so they're hypersensitive on. But if she asks for money, all these guys, it's so funny. Hey, Jana just did not funny, haha, but funny, sad. Actually, Jana just did on our other channel, Mail Order Bride Scams, an interview with a guy that was scammed from a site. You guys can go check it out. But Jana, what do guys always say? They say, well, she is not asking for money, so she must be good girl, right? It must be real, authentic, genuine. But
Joseph, I am speechless now because it is such a science, I can say, and it should be just on the plate. It should be a lot of practice to understand what a lady is real and what is not. You just should know the culture. And yeah, exactly. Red flag when she asking money, of course, but she cannot ask but manipulate with other sort of events in her life. And how to separate a girl who really has troubles and really expect it's like a life test for men. She didn't create this test. Life, she had such conditions in her life when she had some problem, and of course she want to have supportive men next to her, and she's with the genuine feelings. And how to separate this girl from girl who manipulating and bringing these tough stories to manipulating you and just earn money on you. It is very tricky. It is very difficult to understand. The only thing you can understand, the feedback from the girl, how she is into you, how serious she is. Does she really want to meet with you, to move to you? And the only thing you can check, to meet in person and to have this plan to build this connection in reality. on the distance, you will never understand, and you can't understand these borders between good girls and bad girls, good girls in troubles and bad girls who manipulating you, and you trying to be good guy, should be, but many good guys come in trap because of this.
As always, I always agree with Jana's answers. I want to just add to it, though, that first thing Jana said was golden. You got to understand the culture. If you understand the culture, and I'm talking about, your average Ukrainian woman who is just genuine, sincere. She wants what every woman wants in life, right? You got to understand what that culture is. If you understand that culture, you can't get scammed because you know what's real and what's not. But I wanted to add to it that the other golden piece of advice is that you can tell what pond were you fishing in. And that's what you guys just don't get it through your fucking heads. And I don't understand. And I dropped the F-bomb so you guys will fucking hear me. You're fishing in a cesspool pond expecting to catch a rainbow trout or a beautiful salmon, that's the thing. So yeah, you got to understand the culture and understand that what is a good pond of ladies to fish in. You're by far better off to go to Ukraine. Unfortunately, there's a war on now, so this is not good advice at this time, but go to Ukraine, just say hi in Silpa, which is their, Safeway. Say hi in a coffee shop. Say hi on the street. You're far better off doing that than on any fucking site. Almost any site, because they all use sub-agencies. 10, 12. There's a new kid on the block agency. They use 12 sub-agencies. It's not their girls. They don't know the girls.
They had these nets for foreigners. And first place you get into this trap. You into these nets from those sites. Guys, girls on those kinds of sites, 99% scammers, try to explore ways when you can meet real lady, not on scamming side. Explore the culture. What is typical? Girl will not contact you first. Girl will not ask first your information. So just discover these things.
And so I'm just kind of giving this as a preface to my main point. And that is to ask Jana the question. Okay, but I've got to set the stage. And I preface this because you guys are most of you, 80% of you are hypersensitive about how to answer question number 1, is it? No. Number 2, pay a monthly support to help. This is the tricky answer to the question. But you guys are all going to freak out on me. I know you. Joe, if she's asking for monthly support, it's a scam. It's a scam. The thing is, guys, if you're in a relationship, a full-on real relationship with a woman, it started online maybe, but then you've gone to see her and it's a real relationship, okay? It's not a scam. It's a quality relationship with a quality human being. Guess what, guys? And as always, I'm teaching from my own experience, but I want to ask Jana first before I tell you kind of my story. And as always, my mistakes and what I learned from my mistakes. But Jana, imagine this. I'm going to ask Jana now, directly. So imagine you're in a relationship. Let's say it's between 6 months to 1 year with a foreign man. And he knows financially you're struggling, right? You're a single mom. You're struggling, right? Okay, so you're surviving, but he knows you just kind of, as a good lady, you mentioned, you share your life, right? So of course you share just some financial struggles you have here and there, just in passing, right? You say to him, but after 6 months to 1 year, he doesn't offer to help at all. No, maybe he sends you flowers and I'm sorry if I'm putting you on the spot, but I think you can handle it. But
it's a good question, Joseph. I'd like to answer.
Yeah. So to finish the question, in 6 months to 12 months, and let me again set the stage. He's come to you several times and you have a full relationship. You both have future plans. You have discussions about marriage, about family, about living together and living a happy life. But yet he doesn't offer any financial support, flowers here and there and chocolates. Oh, he pays for everything. You go to dinner because he's come to you. But no talk maybe of, okay, let's leave that out of it. Let's keep it pretty clear. What do you think of this man in this situation? No offer of help financially.
Joseph.
And let me complete it. He is not a rich man, but he does well. He's an American man. He does well. Let's say he makes 100 grand a year, and he's doing okay as an American guy. Okay, that's the picture.
You was very correct in these time frames. That should be after 6 months, not before. Before 6 months, it can be, but I don't think that genuine lady will expect this from a man. Depend on how often you spend time together, how many times did you saw in reality. After 6 months, maybe not several months, okay, 3, 4, 6, 7. You understand that your situation is serious, you're building plans for future. And if you understand that lady is staying in a difficult financial situation, $100 for you is like nothing. For lady, it can be like a good help for her family, especially if she's staying in Ukraine. It's quite good money. It really can help to her. So if you will ask me if I stay 6 months in relations and we have some plans for future, if this man serious to me, I will not break maybe relations because of this reason. Not maybe, I will not break relations for this reason, but I will like expect maybe this. I will explain you why, guys, because our Ukrainian men doing this support, and when people staying in relations just because they love each other, they want to be next to each other. So in our country it's absolutely appropriate when men financially supporting women. I understand that on your plate, yeah, too much. You need to pay all the dates, you need to pay taxi, you need to buy presents and flowers. I understand these kind of expenses. Believe me, girls also were financially involved because they want to be the most beautiful for you. They invest in themselves and they need much more treatment than you. So they also will invest in preparing for dates and for trips and for anything, and also will try to give you any feedback if it's possible, maybe some small presents, I don't know, as much as possible for her. But after 6 months, she will really have a question, like why if he is speaking about marriage, why he don't think that he should. And of course, a lot of like ladies, girlfriends, they can be tricky. They will ask these questions. They will turn and warm her suspicious or something like, does he supporting you? Why not? So it's a little like indicator how serious man into you, how his real attitude and intentions to a lady. So it would be just a benefit for you if you really understand that girl is not a player. You really have real relations and have real plan to live together in the future. So Joseph, here is my answer. It will not ruin. It is not a deal breaker for first time. But what would be the life together when people move to each other? Like when still will not support or what? Like for our culture, it's a little. For girls, it's like.
Thank you for your honesty.
It doesn't exist.
Thank you, Jana, for your honest, sincere answer. And let me ask one more follow-up question. Like, just imagine this is happening to you. You're in this relationship, 6 to 12 months, but he doesn't offer to help support you. But you're talking about marriage. You're talking about, let's say, the K-1 visa to come to America, et cetera, et cetera. Let me ask you a simple question. It's yes or no, because you're very good at, and you always answer with wisdom, but at the same time, you're a little bit
tricky. Okay, yes or no? I don't have options.
I know. With me, I'm going to nail you. So yeah. The question is this: yes or no answer. Do you feel he cares for you and loves you if he's not supporting you after 6 to 12 months and talk of marriage, etc.?
What a tricky.
I'm good, yeah.
Joseph, yes and no.
Okay, more yes or more no?
More no.
So guys,
so unfortunately, through such kind of actions, man shows how serious he into lady, how seriously he want to take care about her. So mostly no, but not full no.
And I'm going to put you in the background, and I'm going to share my heart-wrenching story of how I almost lost my Anyachka. Okay, and it's on the same point. Okay, thank you very much, Anna. And guys, This is an incredible opportunity you have right now, because when you have a woman that answers more no than yes to this question, the first thing you ask yourself is, but what's the quality of this woman? Who is this woman? Guess what? You know the quality of our Jeanne, right? You know she's true blue. She's an amazing quality, high caliber human being. So she just answered. Why? Because this is traditional culture, which I know you guys get it, but you don't really get it. Trust me. I see you guys. I see all the comments. You get it, but you don't really get it. You're too hung up in your own hypersensitivity about being scammed, because guess what? That's what happened to you in your past. And I get it. How much do I get it? It happened to me. So here's the story. Anne and I were dating, and I've never told this story before. It's the first time. And yes, it's I have to swallow my pride to tell the story. I have to swallow my ego. I have to swallow a lot of shit to tell the story. But you know what? I understand that by me sharing my fuck up with you, it's going to help a lot of you guys watching this video and on the video rerun. So here was my situation. You guys know I've dated a lot of girls in Ukraine before I met my soulmate, Anya. And so in that, plus running a marriage agency, guess what I see? I see a lot of scamming. I see it. I run Mail Order Bride Scams YouTube channel, where we help guys on live that share their scam stories now. And Jana is now looking after those interviews, which is really great, because I had nobody other than me before that. And I appreciate it so much, Jana, watching in the background, really. In some ways, Jana has allowed me to clone me in some respects, because as you guys know, I'm working on getting out of match guarantee, but it still is my passion helping you guys, because it's my story, right? So of course it's my passion. I still love helping guys, but I'm trying to skip over back into real estate investing. Anne and I were dating, I'm going to guess about 3 months. That's approximation. And when we met, it was cosmic. I met her in front of a mall in Kyiv, right? And I asked her on the street a question about this red tape all over the police had sectioned off. What is it? And it turns out it was a bomb threat at Ocean Plaza Mall. And from that, it was literally cosmic. In moments, we were talking, and then she got into my taxi. I went to the center. We went for a little bit of a walk. And so this is an incredible connection I had with a woman that's beautiful inside and out. And I got to see that more as I spent time with her. But still, my background, my reticular activator in the brain, it's about here. The reticular activator is part, I think it's part of the amygdala. It's right back here in the center part of the brain. And that amygdala, it's what you become really tuned into based on your experience. For example, everybody's had this experience. When you bought a new car, right? And let's say it's a Volkswagen. You never noticed this particular Volkswagen, or maybe it's a Porsche. I don't know. You never noticed Porsches before, but now you notice Porsches everywhere. That's because it's the reticular activator part of the brain that is making you hypersensitive to that, because it's now your story. Well, that's what happened to me, is that I didn't think Anna was a scammer, okay? But it came to the point where after 3 months in a relationship, she was not working. She's a single mom with 2 girls, right? And she's living at home out of financial reason, because she had recently lost her job, and she made really good money. Anna made about $5,000 a month. Not bad for Ukraine, right? But she worked with a company in sales and organizing delivery of building materials to construction sites. And she's very good at her job because she's very great with people, right? And so she lost that job of no fault of her own, but that doesn't matter. And she's struggling. And I knew it. Not that she told me, but I can tell by things here and there, right? Like, it's just, of course, if you're struggling financially, and you're in a relationship with somebody, it's going to come out in conversation, right? And guess what? I didn't step up. I didn't step up and help her. And at one point, why didn't I step up? I thought it was too early. I had plans of stepping up, but we've been only seeing each other for 3 months. And I guess there was a few things. I guess I hadn't really decided if she's the one. And this is the dark side of serial dating. Now, I don't consider myself a serial dater. I know serial daters that have dated like 100, 150 women. I consider that a serial dater. But I had only dated about 50. So, but guess what? I had dated enough that you become jaded. You become a bit hardened, a bit looking for now and expecting to find, an angel, a princess. I mean, the perfect woman, really, the perfect woman. And I was at risk of that, that's for sure. And so maybe I hadn't decided that she's really the one yet at that point. And one day we were in the courtyard in front of her building where her parents live in Kiev. And she brought it up in a very, she actually brought it up. I don't remember exactly how she brought it up, honestly speaking, but she had tears in her eyes and she was very, I felt like shit. This I remember. People don't remember what you say. They remember how you make them feel, is that expression. I don't know if you've heard it. But I remember I felt like shit. I know she was crying, so she felt like shit. And she didn't give me some kind of relationship ultimatum or something like this. But guess what? Hindsight, right, is 2020. But we talked about it later. And I actually asked her, would you have left me if I... So I did. I ponied up and I said, and I offered to help. But you know what? I got to be honest. I didn't the first talk. I try to remember exactly, right? I didn't remember the first talk, but then we had a second talk a couple of weeks later. So I didn't help her for a couple of weeks, as I recall. I left it. I pushed the envelope as much as I can, honestly, and I did stress tests on purpose. And I guess it's just my only excuse is because I was jaded, and I saw her level of beauty, her age, our 28 age gap, and stuff like this, and I don't know. I guess I don't know. I knew better. Did I love her at that point? I believe I did. But love is, once you really, love grows or it shrinks, right? It's either growing or it's shrinking, love, and my love for Anna did grow over time, and for her daughters, grew over time. And that's the thing about dating a lot, is that's the danger of it. You really, I don't know how to say, but things become more distorted, more unclear, foggy as to the right person. Somebody that hasn't dated much, and then a really high quality other person comes along, boom, done. Let's put a ring on the finger and get married, right? But the more you date, the more jaded, the more skeptical, the more unclear the decision of who is the one becomes, even when you meet an incredible human being, an incredible woman like Anya, right? So 2 weeks later, we talked again, and I did offer to, I said, I will support you. And I didn't just say it. I gave her some cash. I think at the time, I asked her how much she needed, right? I asked her how much she needed. And I remember clearly it was 10,000 hryvnia. I don't even remember how much in dollars that is, or it was then, because the hryvnia is all over the place. But I think it was maybe $1,000, or was it? Or maybe, I don't remember. No. Yeah, I think it was $1,000. I think it was $1,000. I remember thinking, wow, that's a lot, you know. But this is a single mom with 2 children, right? 2 children. And it was reasonable, and it was true. I mean, Anna's, oh my God, I mean, I don't know I've ever met a more honest human being. And if I would ever to do anything that's against her value system, or she would call me out straight away on the carpet. I mean, Anna has the highest value system probably I've ever met. And she's probably the most honest person I've ever met. And that's between me and you. Yeah, it was about $1,000. And I remember I ponied up in 2 payments. And by the way, that was not a little bit of money for me at the time, because you guys remember what I was coming back from. Okay. When I left Canada, I left a very bad situation where I was really treated unfairly. I lost my situation of bankruptcy. Was a very bad situation in which I was abused and treated unfairly, and I lost it all, millions. And so I go from multimillionaire to losing it all, to losing my wife because I can't support a wife. Lost everything, right? To financial ruin, to the point where I'm sleeping on the sofa of a cabin on the side of the Rocky Mountains. Yeah. That's my life too. And I started rebuilding. But I still had nothing. I was destitute. So I come to Ukraine. I see this opportunity to have an honest marriage agency. I see it's a huge opportunity in the marketplace. It's very much needed. And I start slowly but surely building Match Guarantee. And so you guys think our fees are high, but we just pay the bills. We just pay the bills at 20,000 fee. I believe it's what's absolutely fair to us. I believe that we actually have been giving back more to our clients than we deserve. Like, we haven't been charging what we deserve, and now at 20,000 fee, it's actually what we deserve, and we will actually be able to, as a family, live at a level that we deserve. We'll be making what we deserve at 20,000 fee per client. So anyway, back then, $1,000 a month was a lot. It was a stretch for me. I remember. I don't know if it was I just can't say it was a real stretch, but it was significant. Okay. But the point is this: years later, I don't know, maybe it was a year and a half ago, we were having, and we have these amazing heart-to-heart conversations, Anne and I. We talk about everything. I mean, how do you think I trust a woman so much? I gave her Match Guarantee. I own zero. This is charity now. My time to you is my charity to you. It's giving back. Anna owns the company. And why? Just kind of a sidebar, but I gave her my company because this is what me as the husband, as the father, am giving to my family, which is the goose that laid the golden egg, right? So this is what provides for my family, Match Guarantee. And I've given it to my wife, given it to my family. Because if should anything happen to me, I want to make sure she's provided for, right? And that she can run the company. That's another reason why I made her CEO, right? So slowly but surely she's coming, and it's her passion. It's totally, matchmaking is her passion. And she's going to be talking to you about it coming up, because my wife has 3 passions. Can you imagine? A lot of you guys can't find one in life. She has 3. And I don't mean just a willy-nilly passion. I mean, this woman is gifted in this area of 3 areas. And matchmaking is one of the 3. So back to the story. I did say I do love you and children, and I will support you. And I started supporting her at the level of $1,000 a month until we got married. And basically now we're married, right? So she handles the money, she counts the money. I don't like counting money. I just like doing what I love to do. But I'm not interested in that byproduct called money. I don't count it. I don't manage it. I'm terrible. I'm a spender. I'm not a saver. I'm a spender. Anna's a saver. So yeah, we fit great together in all respects. But yeah, please feel free to ask me personal questions. Now that I'm asking for questions, I will go to chat now. But that's basically my story. Oh yeah, and the punchline is, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, we had this great heart to heart, and I thought I'm going to ask my honest wife, what would have happened if I didn't pony up and support her at about that 3 months level. And she said to me, I'm going to have to go get a job. And that was the other part of it. I didn't want her to go get a job because usually in Kiev, the jobs are going to be 10,000 grivna. No, wouldn't even, I mean, maybe she would have got another job for 10,000, but probably more like 6,000. I mean, her dad right now is working for 6,000 grivna right now during the war, a month, So I didn't want her because I don't know, I saw this angel she's a singer-songwriter with so much talent, and I wanted to support her. I wanted her to realize her passion. I mean, we had a lot of talks about this, so I really didn't want her to work, so I better take care of her, right? And the girls, right? Excuse me. So, but I asked Anna, what would have happened if I didn't pony up and support you and the girls at the 3-month point of relationship? And she said to me, honestly, I don't really know, honey. And then I asked her what I just asked Johanna. Would you have felt that I loved and supported you? Love and care for you and love you if I hadn't have financially supported you? Because words are nothing in Ukraine, right? They don't go by your words. You can say, I love you. I mean, okay, it's great. And it is important actually to say love you. But what I mean is, if your actions are not congruent with your words, then it means nothing. Nada. Nichua. Nothing. So that's really what I mean to say. And she said to me, no, I would not have felt that you loved me and cared for me and the children. Okay. More no than yes. It was basically the same answer as what John gave. It was more no than yes, because Anna says that a lot. I'm like, what does that mean, more no than yes? It's like a yes or no. Like, no, more no than yes. And so would I've lost her? It's a question mark, but there's a very good chance I would have lost her. But it depends how long I would have not supported her. So, because, life is about choices, right? We make a choice, we go down a road in life. We make another choice and we go down a road in life. It's all choices. And each choice leads to a different path in life, right? So back to the lesson to you guys. I just wanted to share that personal story so that you can understand that, you're going to see where Billy's at right now. Billy will have to make this choice soon. That's where Billy's at. I think he will be going, by the way, guys, what's the date in the calendar? Next Saturday. Okay. What is the date on that? Next Saturday, Billy will be back live with us again. That's March 25th, next Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Billy will be back to be live, and he will give a current status update on his dating with Magic Guarantee, maybe relationship with Magic Guarantee. And he is going to meet a girl in Krakow in 3 or 4 weeks. So it's in April. And then we will have another live stream when he gets back. So it gets good. I promise you that, guys. You want to stay tuning into the Billy the Kid story of dating in Ukraine reality show, because it really is a reality show that's completely unfolding in front of all of us, right? So I want to say to you guys that it's a really tricky question. And when you come to that point in your relationship, I'm not talking about online shit. I'm not talking about if you've never met her. I'm talking about you met her and you have a full relationship and you're both serious and you have conversations about your future, which means marriage, right? If at that point, I'm telling you, if you're not supporting her, you're going to lose her. You're going to lose her. Read my lips. You're going to lose her. Okay. I have a lot of experience, not just my experience. I have a lot of client experience, and they ask me, and I give this advice. And man to man, I'm about one of the only ones in the company that can give this advice, because it's a man to man question, right? It's not really a question for a woman. So, yeah. Let me go to chat before I give it back over to Jana. And we have this cliffhanger. teaser video coming up, which we will play as we close out here. Okay, so any questions, guys? Like serious questions for me, please, right now, because I don't have time to go through. There's a lot of chat activity around Simon maybe being banned and all of this. And okay, here's one. And it's a very small screen. Prenup. I don't have a prenup with Anna. I mean I was destitute, bankrupt. I mean, I don't have anything to protect now. And I will say, I was a multimillionaire when I married my ex, and I did not get a prenup with her. I don't actually believe in prenups. And that's not a very popular answer, I know. But yeah, I'm the example. I had 50 some odd properties in the Vancouver area. You guys can figure what that's worth. Yeah, back in the highlight of my my financial wealth. And I did not get a prenup. No, because I believe personally that you're saying to your fiance then, listen, I have a plan B if it doesn't work out. And you guys know we played lots of videos and we've talked about this a lot. What you focus in life expands, and you're giving energy and attention to plan B. And I don't personally believe that sends a signal to your future, your future wife and the mother of your children, of safety and security, which is her number one need. You're already talking about bailing on the marriage, and you haven't even gotten married. And they don't do that in Ukraine. That's why prenups are not popular in Ukraine, because they don't think about the worst case scenario. You're in love. You're planning your future. Why are you talking about divorce? Oh my God, they don't do that in Ukraine culture. So, by the way, Anna and I went to the streets and we asked Ukrainian women about prenups, what they think about prenups, and what they would think if their husband asked them for a prenup. And I will put that in the description below this video, anybody watching. And really, if you have a question about prenups and what Ukrainian women think about them, you got to watch that video series. It's a great ending to that video series, because there is a way that you can pull off prenups with your woman if you happen to be a very affluential man, that she will be very receptive to it. And that's simply being fair about it. Be fair about your prenup and she'll be open to it in Ukraine. So, okay. Anything else, guys, before I... There's a lot of chatter here. Jana, if you've seen questions, by the way, for me, well, because you've had time, please put them up, because you see there's a lot of activity in chat and I don't even have the energy. It's family day, just so you guys know. It's my family day, Sunday. It's sacred. We normally drive to church. It's about an hour and 20-minute drive to a community. We've finally found an English-speaking church and an English-speaking community of expats. We go to that, and then after we usually go to the beach. But I've wanted to support Jana through this live stream, and she's been doing a great job taking on more and more of the technical part of it and everything. And of course, she delivers an incredible content. But also, there's these golden opportunities to teach you guys from my experience. And this was a big one, and I'm watching, and I just feel magnetically like I can't go. And my wife is so supportive. So my wife and the girls are having fun in the rest of the house. So it's all good. It's all good. But I'm happy to be here to support you guys. And really, the Billy story is incredible opportunity to take a man that had low probability of success, really, without coaching, without help, and $43,000 wasted. Yeah. And show you guys how somebody like Billy can be successful, because I know he will be successful at the end of the day. In my heart of hearts, I know it. Sorry, Jana, put that question back on. And it's so small on my screen. Okay, so the reason he has a problem with...
Joseph, you can put the format of comments, and you can make them bigger. And I want to bring this comment because this is a really huge difference, and nice this guy understands this. And about prenup, I also want to add, I think many Ukrainian women can agree if you will deliver this topic softly and not like with the suspicious that she will cheat on you or something. If you will deliver this topic softly, honest, without offense, and yeah, if you will not be suspicious, like, and tricky, and like, I want to protect myself or something, just sincere and good talk in a correct moment, and it should be super soft. Like, if you have something and you're really afraid that something can happen, so deliver this in that manner that would be honest for both of you and will not offend any. Like, this prenup shouldn't be that document when you will get divorced, like, lady will receive nothing. She also will invest and support you and being a part of your family, your motivation, your inspiration. So if it would be honest, so that, yeah. So here I very agree. The biggest skill is to ask questions that don't offend them, but to see if they are sincere. Very true. Yes.
So I
And
want to chime back in, Jana. I
mhm,
want to come back in, and I want to ask you a question again. So I've
mhm.
explained my Anna story, and I just want to basically ask for your feedback. If you think that's generally true for sincere, honest, marriage-minded, quality Ukrainian women that are serious about love and marriage and family, what happened to Anna and I? Is Anna's reaction pretty normal to a high-quality Ukrainian woman?
Yes.
Guys, this
If
honestly
she has
just
tough
don't get anywhere.
period next to you and you can see her sufferings, it means that you just don't love her if you don't try even to improve your situation.
And guys,
Especially you was next to her.
it's not that Anna was suffering, like, you know, but you got to understand one important discernment, guys, is that a quality Ukrainian woman, she's not going to show her suffering, even though she's really having a financial hard time. She's not going to show it. It's subtle. And if you don't pick up on that subtly, they just don't feel that love and that care from you. And this is, and the reason, guys, I didn't say this. I have seen many match guarantee clients fuck up their relationship exactly on this point. They didn't step up and be the man, because that's what expected in Ukraine traditional culture soon enough. And she didn't feel loved and cared for. And guess what? She bowed out. She canceled the K1 process. I know specific names, of course, again, confidentiality. I'm not going to say who, but I know quite a few guys that messed it up. And this is a year later. K1 is approved. But now she doesn't see the action from you. She doesn't feel the care. She doesn't feel safe with you. And she says, I'm not coming. Guess what she says? My mom really needs me now. Again, guys, Ukrainian woman not going to slap you in the face like our women do. Jana, you wouldn't believe what our women do. They would just be so direct to you and say, listen, you haven't, blah, 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 blah. But Ukrainian women, more subtle. They're not going to say that to you. They're going to lie to you politely and say, and my mom needs me right now. I can't go. I'm sorry. And you'll never know.
Because we expecting that you should understand this.
Exactly.
You should discover this somehow.
Guys, this is a PhD in Ukrainian women's psychology. You just don't get anywhere else. It's just, I promise you just don't get this anywhere else. And you guys need to get this. If you're, and I really encourage you guys to get off your fucking ass. Really, all you regulars on the channel. I love that you're regulars, but I have a big question for you. When are you going to get off your ass and go get your girl? Because you're getting a great education on what to do. You have a great opportunity of a high quality pool of ladies. Guess what? Our fee is not yet 20 grand. It's still 10. I will announce it publicly when it's 20. So you have a limited opportunity to get us at half off our lifetime match guarantee. But
as we had our poll yesterday, it was a good question. For some guys, it's just not appropriate time. So if you can't do this meet right now and do this journey and meet not once and support her financially, it means that guys need to delay, and it's wise because to start and to be successful, to know how to communicate, great. But what the real plan? Cards on the table. You need to come in first months of communication. You need to come for real meeting. You need to then to plan your second time meeting. Maybe invite her to your place and provide, guys. Lady will not conquer that. Also, I want to add, Joseph, about that girls from Ukraine expect financial support from foreigners because they are not stupid. They understand that $100 for you, not big money. For her, it can really improve her life in some situation. So she understands that for you is a very little money. She don't asking to provide you her completely. So when you don't want to help even in small things for lady, she will judge you, consider you as a greedy man, because that is not that difficult for you, and ladies understands that. Like one dinner at the restaurant will cost you $50, just one dinner.
And I want to add, guys, Jana's talking about a little bit of money, like a couple $100 a month. But, really, if you're serious about her, you need to understand you got to step it up from there. Like I said, with Anna and I, was $1,000 a month. And that was the need. And that was legitimate need. She did a budget for me. I mean, I think I asked her, can I ask you, what are you spending $1,000 a month? And she showed me. I mean, because 2 children, mom and 2, Ukraine, Kiev is not that cheap.
Individual situation, of course, need to know. I'm trying to be careful because we have very dark side here with the scammers. That is why I try to be careful.
I know you're trying to be careful, but I'm trying to be not careful. I'm trying to be realistic to guys. You're trying to be soft and careful. I'm trying to be as brutally real as possible. That
even $100 would be good. Lady will consider
and then the first few months, but then after that, you've got to step it up. First couple of months, a couple $100 a month, but then after that, you need to know you got to step it up. Jana, I'm just going to put you in the background while I answer this question. Simon. I lost my lifestyle. I want to just share with you guys from the heart. I lost millions. And I am so happy I did, from the bottom of my heart. I mean, it wasn't at the beginning. It was a fucking rough couple of years when it all went away. It just evaporated bit by bit, like point, 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 like Pokemon. But when I compare my life now, which is just a working man, I'm a working man. I provide a living for my family, myself and my family as a working man, doing what I love to do, living my passion, my wife and I living our passion. But we don't have that rich lifestyle anymore. And I am the happiest I have ever been. I mean, rich for me, it's my little girl coming in when I'm live streaming with makeup on and wanting to do some fun dance or something like this. And we get one day off a week, family day today. And we go enjoy each other's company, and we go out to the beach Tuesday, and we have a great time. We love each other, and it's amazing. It's an amazing life. And if any of you guys want to become a father, this is this is my big mission. This is my sub mission, is for you guys that are like me, thought you had missed out on dadhood, on ever being a dad. Ukraine is an incredible opportunity where there just happens to be a lot of single moms that are looking for a strong man, for love, for family, for everything. I mean, the whole package. So if you do have a nest egg, if you are, an okay provider, you don't have to be rich, and you happen to be 50 like I was, there is an opportunity for you there. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but it's there. It's there. Whereas that opportunity has closed for you in America, Canada, at age 50, it's closed. And you guys probably know, but Anne and I are still working on having our own. Yeah, even at 57. And that's love. That's love from a Ukrainian woman. Sure, we have our own fears in play. I have my fears of being a grandpa dad, as I call it. Sure, she has some fears, but we talk about our fears. We don't sweep them under the. We very, very open and communicative with each other. We have no secrets, Anne and I, really. And I just want to encourage you guys that if that's if that resonates with you, then please, let me put this link up. Please go book a session, and Janice, a coach, she'll be happy to talk to you, or Luba. Anna doesn't do coaching anymore because she runs the company, but we are happy to help you. It is possible for you. It all starts right there with a free coaching session with Jana or Luba, one of our coaches. And then from there, it's now $297 to do our 10 lady introductory package. Choose 10 ladies from the website, right? From those, you will find out where you are in zone of success. Like Billy was way off the mark. Now he's changed, he's done course correction, right? He was looking at 17, 18, 20, 22 year age gap. Not going to happen for Billy unless he gets really lucky like me. But now he's course corrected, and you'll see his results. And he got a 3 or a 4 out of 10 yeses. And then you have a Zoom first date with one lady. And it's always an experience where you will understand what real Ukrainian women are. And you guys are now getting to see. I love this first, story with Billy. This first no wife, no pay story with Billy, because you guys get to see what it's really like. And you guys get to see how somebody like Billy, there's no way he's going to be successful with who he's dating now in America. No way that's ever going to happen in this lifetime on this planet. But he is. You'll see. Okay, so that's a good segue, I think, to finish out here. How long did it take? Okay, it's so small. How long did it? Sorry, my screen is so small, even though I'm close to it. Take you to truly understand Ukrainian culture. It's a great question, Jacob. It's like peeling back an onion, you peel it back, it's a layer of onion. You peel it back, it's another layer of onion. Peel it back. If I lived in Ukraine another 5, 10, 20 years, do you think I would understand Ukrainian culture better? Absolutely. Each year come with more experiences and deeper experiences. So my answer is I'm still on the journey to understand Ukrainian culture in my way. I'll tell you a funny story. Yesterday this happened. I said to my wife first, I said to Anna first, then I said to Arena, our oldest 10-year-old daughter, come into the room, and I had the same question for her. And the question was this: if you could have a choice, like God came to you and he said, I give you this opportunity in front of you right now. You could go to Ukraine right now, have life as it was, which means no war, right? Just enjoy life as it was before the war, okay? Or just have life as it is now. So as we live now in Cancun, Mexico, what would you do? Which would you choose? Well, you guys won't believe what Anna chose, what my daughter chose, and what I chose. So Anna chose here. Anna chose this life. Now, it's not factoring in the fact that she's worried about her family and that it wasn't. I didn't bring that into the equation, to the question. I would go back to Ukraine. It was a good life there. And it's paradise life here too. And Anna said to me, "That's not being grateful for what God has given us." See what I'm saying? Touché. It's absolutely right. It's my bad. I'm not being grateful. I'm wishing I had something that God didn't give me. He gave us Cancun, Mexico. He gave us all of this, everything. It's from him, the big guy. It's all from him, and we need to be grateful about it. And you see, my wife corrected me, and my daughter wishes we were back in Ukraine. That's understandable. And my daughter, 10-year-old daughter, told her babushka today on the phone, and she's like, "What? Really?" So, okay, I don't know why I'm telling you that story. I guess it was for your question. You see, I'm still understanding Ukrainian culture. And and that's the thing with the Ukraine dating. Why are they dating? Why are Ukraine dating.tv ladies live streaming every day for you guys? Because it's going to take that for you guys to go here really every day and stream with these ladies, ask them the questions, learn what makes them tick, understand, get the hard answers to your questions, because it's going to take this to really learn the culture, because it's so vastly different from our culture. And I gotta say, as a Western man, I feel more at home. I feel more like it touches my heart. Ukraine people, Ukraine culture. I'm closer to my family, like my Ukrainian family, than I am my biological family, including my brother, my blood brother, because of the culture. It's deep, it's rich, it's true. What you see is what you get. There's no fake smiles in Ukraine. If they're smiling, they mean to smile, whereas our country is full of fake, deep fake, So yeah, there you go. So guys, I really appreciate, and Jana, really appreciate if there's any really other great questions, Jana, to throw on the screen. Otherwise, I'm gonna why women want to leave Ukraine. Why do women want to leave Ukraine? Well, they don't. They don't want to leave Ukraine. Look at Coach Luba. She's back. She lived in Spain. Everybody freaked out when the war happened, right? It was like, fuck. It was a freak out. My family got our shit in the car and we left 6 days before the war started because I saw it coming. Go ahead, Jeff.
I missed with the comments. That's also nice. I wanted to put this comment. Why women won't meet immediately before know each other or second day? Why women want? Because she need to understand your feelings and your opportunities and your intentions. If you're serious, you need to check this as soon as possible. What the sense, what the reason to waste 1, 2, 3, 5 months or maybe year on long-term relations, on this romantic texting without real meeting. Only real meeting can show, are you compatible or not? Do you have any chemistry? You can have great level of communication by text, but in reality it can be totally different. And who wants to, our time is the most powerful and priceless resource in our life. Who want to lose time, to waste time of our life? Nobody wants. She need to understand as soon as possible, are you a potential man for her in her life? So that is why. Guys, we'll have to skip some comments.
Hey, I just wanted to, Jean, I'm just gonna talk to Jacob for a second here. Well, you can while I'm talking, you can manage the comments, and we can kind of work like that. So Jacob, I wanted to also just kind of tell you a little bit your story and congratulate you for finally making the decision to give Match Guarantee a go again. Because I know you went to other agencies, you met a lot of ladies, you shared on Ukraine dating your story and asked a lot of Jana's advice, and you're back. He's back. You're back because we are the real deal. And you know that whatever you're able to pull off with Match Guarantee, it's the real deal. It's true blue. And that's what this industry is about. That's golden. That is priceless. And you're back because of that. You met ladies and you don't know. And they play with you. You don't know. That's the problem with all these sub agencies. I'm not going to say a name because this is our brand channel, Match Guarantee. And, for other content, we have other channels talking about the dark side, but this is the light side. So you were dating with agencies, big agencies that have a lot of sub agencies. What is that? That's girls that they have no idea about how they signed up, who they are. Do they even have a copy of their passport? Are they even married? You'd be shocked the number of girls on other sub-agency sites. And all these sub-agencies, they all share, these local agencies. They're plugged in to, I call it the mothership, many motherships, because that's how they make their living, right? They don't make a lot, these little local agencies. These local agencies have 100, 150 ladies. And by plugging into the mothership, it's the mothership that pays them. They're doing the PPL chatting thing, and you can go to Ukraine and take her on a date, but you don't know what you get. That's the thing. And that's why guys like Jacob are back, right? He wasn't happy with, his rejection level last time. And now he's being coached back, right? How to be successful and what level of lady he can probably achieve. And so again, just like Billy, Jacob, I want to commend you for, you're aiming, right? You were firing over here, boom, 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 boom. The target's here, right? So you were firing over here, boom, boom, boom. Well, you're going to miss. You're going to keep missing, boom, boom, boom. Well, eventually you see the bullets not landing on the bullseye. You have to, and once you start firing here, guess what? You're going to have success. I'm sure that's it, because you're a good quality young American man. Really, I've seen your comments. I've seen when you share with Jean Alive. You're a good bloke, and you absolutely could be successful with our ladies. And I wish that for you. I really, and you will. Absolutely. I mean, I will say, I think it will be easier for you than Billy. All right. So I just want to say that as well for you. John, any final words or replies to questions before we end it out with our teaser video about Billy's?
Yeah, I won't come into this video.
You want to come into the video? Okay. Okay, so you're going to introduce the video, or shall I?
Oh, you can if you want. Of course, you're the boss here.
No, I'm a volunteer. You forget, I'm not the boss. I'm a volunteer.
Yes, sure. But I mean, you deliver all the information in such a tricky and encouraging way.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
well, I
guys,
wanted to...
if you're ready for a sneak peek of how's Billy doing now to see if you vote. But I want to about polls. Yeah. Okay. Guys, sneak peek for you about Billy's current situation.
You guys maybe offered a man to her one time to chat for like an introduction, but she turned it down. She said he wasn't pretty enough, and I'm like, well, what's pretty enough? I didn't understand that. Like, what pretty? I don't think I'm pretty. I think I'm just average guy. So she made it appear like, like I've been her only man. She was married for 20 years. She's divorced 2. They've been broken up for 3. They tried for a year, but I guess he cheated on her, like a lot of them do. And so it took her some time. So she says she hasn't been with a man except for him ever. But she has this sexual energy. Like, you know how I said with the one girl, Victoria, like, oh, I can't wait to spend nights and days together. Like, and then she thought I wanted sex right away. This woman, I think, is expecting like we meet, boom, bang. We don't even maybe get out the door like for like a day or 2. It's like the complete this, So
Here I want to interrupt, guys, because with Victoria he didn't have that level of connection and communication which he has with his current lady. So he just don't, and he think that they are different. Victoria can be that lady as well, but he didn't even get to that point, and he did a lot of mistakes with Victoria. So he don't understand the difference when is appropriate, and like a little confused, don't know how to react.
Manly advice is like, do I go and do it? Do I hold back? I mean, I'm caught between. I think me and her are going to be great together in person. Our personalities mesh. Energy levels great. I could see us being together forever. Like she's an amazing woman. She's a strong woman. she talks about us being together in person and how amazing it's going to be, but she wants like a prelude. You know, like, you know, when you're watching when you go to the movies and you see the coming attractions, she wants the coming attractions.
Gosh dang. What I mean, let me turn it on you. What do you think you should do in such a situation? What do you feel like you should do?
Well, me being a man, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, let's do it. I mean, you're beautiful. If we can have an experience together and it's going to bring us closer together, yeah, definitely. I would love to do it. I don't want, plus I don't want to offend her by saying, no, maybe we should wait, because if I say, no, let's wait, she's going to maybe think I'm not attracted to her, or, you know, I'm having second thoughts because we've already went so far. Like, I mean, she's got an amazing body, but the one I like the most is like her coming home, making me the video of her taking off that skirt. I mean, for any man, I mean, it's a very sexy thing. Even though she's not naked, it was more sexual and sexy because she was like, this is what you can kind of have, you know, and she's smiling and she comes up to the camera and, you know, gives me the kiss. And then a few minutes later, I get another video where she's just in her bodysuit and she's making hot tea, saying, you know, this is my hot tea, like, you're my hot man, you know, things like that. And so it's just like, okay.
Okay, so now our Billy is scared a little bit, seems. Don't know how to react.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I don't know how to get my picture on. There I am. Ooh, guys, is it a little steamy hot in here or what?
What a teaser.
What a teaser.
Joseph, what are you doing?
I know, hey, no pressure. So guys, I mean, isn't that amazing? I mean, you guys, I remind you, about 1/3 of you voted that Billy would ever get married with Magic Guarantee, or even have a relationship with Magic Guarantee. It was a 1/3 thought. So looks like he's proved you wrong, right? So again, I remind you, he's going to be coming live next Saturday, 25th of March at 11 a.m. Eastern. So we will hear it right from the horse's mouth, as they say. And he's going to be going and meeting her in person in Krakow in 3-4 weeks. So she works for the U.S. She works for the Ukrainian military in a military capacity. So she needs to get security clearance and all of that. So yeah, he's got himself a strong woman, as you heard, and beautiful woman. And Jana will be playing. You guys, this is so cool. You get to compare 4 dates that flopped, right? Didn't work. Now to a home run. You know, and you get to see the whole date, the first Zoom date, and right, Jana, the second Zoom date too. Yeah, that's recorded too.
Yes, we have 2 records.
Yeah, two first dates, and
Joseph, we really should write a book by these video dates. What is real Ukrainian lady, and when you can admit when she is into you finally? What the big difference?
Yeah, wow, I haven't heard Jana like voice volume go up. It's great. I love to hear. I completely agree. Because guys are just like, oh, I don't know if she's into me. I don't know. Listen, if you have to ask the question, the answer is no. It's simple. Just by the fact that you asked the question, the answer is no. But guys, what's really beautiful about Billy's story is that you see all of his flaws. Listen, we all have flaws. I have a lot of flaws, right? You guys probably see them, I'm sure. But anyway, but the thing is, to her, you know, I mean, she's just into him. He doesn't talk too much to her. He's not over communicative to her. That's your woman, his woman. Like I keep saying, same with me. You know how many dates I had where the woman said, geez, like she's thinking to herself, geez, this guy talks a lot. I had a lot of dates like that. She ran away from me, not walked, but ran away, right? That's the thing with unlimited, guys, that as the owner of Match Guarantee, being a man, which is, there's only, as I understand, 2 men that own marriage agencies in Ukraine, because I go to the iDate conferences, right? There's one other man, right? He's a competitor, but he uses sub agencies. And I just recently found that out, actually, this year. I never knew he used sub agencies before. And you know what I keep warning you guys about sub agency. But anyway, as a man owner, I believe the human equation for dating is that nobody should settle. Men shouldn't settle, and women shouldn't settle. You should wait to find, who you want, right? John, I'll be right back. I'll put you back on. But this is my big soapbox message, and this is why we're unlimited. You don't have to settle. Finally, in your life, you have enough choice of quality women that you do not, nor should you, settle on anyone and marry anyone that doesn't tick the main boxes. Nobody's perfect, right? But the main boxes, and no deal breakers. Like I settled one time with a woman, great woman, but she smoked. I have allergy-induced asthma. I cannot be around smoke. And I settled for that. Why? Well, guess what? We broke partly because, I can't handle that. Don't settle. And when you're unlimited with us, you do not have to settle. The problem back in the dating arena in North America, the reason you guys all pretty much settle is because you don't have enough choice. You're looking, you're dating, you're on Tinder, swipe left, swipe right. Not quality woman on Tinder. Would you agree? It's not quality. It's hookup. It's a hookup app. But the thing is, you don't have enough choice of quality women that you're attracted to in America. So you're forced basically to settle or spend the rest of your life choking the chicken, being alone, right? Not good options. So you choose to settle, and guess where that leads you? Divorce court. Half. You'll pay half, right? And you think our fee at 20 grand is expensive. That's just, in my opinion, lunacy. But hey, we had a client recently that said, I'm not going to become a client because I believe that love should be free. Well, of course love is free. But how to find this love? Anyway, don't get me going on it. So, any questions? Any questions for you? You're the first one that don't believe really well. No, not at all. You need to watch the replay. Put the question back on, please, Jana. Check in the past. You're competent. No. I'm very particular about my words. Let me send exactly what it was. I and Jana gave a 4. Jana gave a 5 on this exact question, and you can watch the replay yourself.
It's not to us. It's not to us. It's to Simon because.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, let me just finish. The question was, how easy or difficult is it going to be for Billy? I gave him a 4 on his ease or difficulty rating. Okay. He's unlimited until he's successful. So as long as he doesn't give up, he's going to be successful. So that's what it was about. Some clients just come and are successful like that. They date 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 women, and then they meet the one they choose. They focus on their girl, and they're successful, and they're happily married quite quickly. So yeah, that's what that was. So, okay. I'll bring Jana back in. So any other questions, Jana? You've been kind of watching.
Yeah, Tinder is not a serious platform, hookup only. Absolutely agree. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And people with the different thoughts in their mind come to this platform. I also think that very rare amount, very small percentage can turn into serious relations via this platform. Absolutely agree, Jacob. To be truly successful, Billy must not just find a willing wife, but hold on to that. It's not success until it survives.
That's always the case, Mark. Now, Mark's married, isn't he? That's always the case, right? I mean,
Mark married Ukrainian lady, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, I always say about marriage, it's like this. Every day that you stay married, you re-choose your partner, right? You re-choose each other every day, right? Yeah, Ernesto and Elena are doing great. They've been engaged. They're our longest engaged couple in Match Guarantee history. At about 3 years, they've been engaged to be married. Yeah, more than 3 years. Sorry, I mean together, longest together. I think they've been engaged maybe 1 year, something like that. But they've been the longest together. They've been in a relationship for over 3, maybe 3.5 years. I don't know what's taken. Ernesto's the guy. Match Guarantee is the real deal. Match Guarantee kicks ass. That's Ernesto for you guys. You've all seen him, but they're doing good. They live in Southern Cali, and they're together. Yeah, you remember Elena was one of our streamers. I think she's bowed out for a while because of his life
Yeah,
issue.
yeah, I remember. Now I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
I also have great news. I received yesterday from Corey, my client, pictures. He returned back to Emilia and they with a ring, and they get engaged on that river when they had first date, and now they go in together to Kiev to meet her family. Yes.
There's Corey.
I received wonderful pictures yesterday. I'm so happy for those guys.
It's exciting. Yeah, he's engaged to Amelia. Yeah, now. And guys, Corey's an interesting bloke. He came to Odessa. He came to our cottage, our dacha. We brought him over for borscht and drove around in our car. And he's we drove him to a date with a girl from Belgrade and Slavsky, which is Anna's hometown. And he's really, really interesting guy, really manly, masculine. Okay.
Men affections, by the way.
But
Really, real men affections.
But his behavior is beta. His behavior is non-manly. It's hilarious. He's a boxer, but when you meet him, it's like, dude, really? You're a boxer? But anyway, I'm just saying, no, he's a good guy. He's a really good guy, but he has behaviors that made it challenging for him because although he looks masculine, his behaviors are not masculine at all. And that does make it challenging. But anyway, yeah, he's engaged, and we wish Corey well. Unfortunately, just a recap on couples, I really was looking forward to Arnold and Julia sharing their story, but recently they decided not to come on video and share their whole story. This is fine showing pictures and stuff but they're not going to share their full story. So that's we could probably stream. You could stream all day. Well, hey, what do you guys think of Jana's doing a 5-hour stream? She did one 5-hour. Do you want to see more of those on Ukraine dating?
Guys supported me so much during all 5 hours. Our Bill Agner, he even set the alarm at 5 a.m. to come to my stream.
Wow, that's amazing.
I'm so grateful.
Amazing. Let me see. I'll give you an update, Rodney, on where is Peter. If you see it in here before me, there's Peter and Olga, right? See, we have so many pictures in StreamYard. We have to delete some of them. So I think they've been deleted. I was going to put up their picture, but I think we have had to delete them. But anyway, the update on Peter and Olga is that they're engaged to be married, and Olga and her daughter went to Zimbabwe, and they're spending some time together. He's a wise man, and as we should all be, guys. Marriage is not something to rush into. It's not like a touchdown, or you want to do it as quickly as possible, right? No, it's a marathon. Marriage is a marathon, and you should be spending your time to really get to understand your partner and what makes them tick before getting into marriage. So I always recommend not less than 1 year of a courtship period. And Anna and I just squeaked into 1 year before we tied the knot during COVID. So I just want to say the prelude here to I want to put a picture on and just tell you guys, this is the lady. This is what's coming up next. It's Billy's video date with her. This is Irina coming up in a couple of days. We'll play the next, which is lady number 5. Now, what do you think? Is this the one or not? I'm not going to say, but this is lady number 5. Maybe it ends at lady number 5 for Billy. Maybe not. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys can vote on that.
Such a bad boy. Such a teaser and spoiler. Oh
Of
my
course.
God.
I mean, hey, I always wanted to be
Master of intrigues.
I always wanted to be a TV producer. This is my one.
Yeah, you should.
This is my one shot. You know, we were supposed to do it with Ali. He found the network and everything with Who Wants to Marry a Foreigner reality TV show. That baby got close. It got really close to the ink drying on a deal, but COVID killed it. And now Ali is trying to get it back. He's working hard trying to get it back because I guess they're big money makers, and Ali wants to make some money. I just want the fame. No, I just want something real. That was my condition to the network, was that it be real. And you know what they said? You know what they said, guys? No go. I have no vote. They said, Joe, you understand they're going to spend millions of dollars producing this reality TV show, and you're going to tell them what to do? No, they will script it. It will be scripted. It will be staged, all of that, as they always are. But this time you get the full deal. And I'm allowed to tease you guys a little bit, right? Is this the one or not? What do you think? Do you think this girl is out of Billy's league? What do you think? Okay. So I don't know, Jana, we should probably call it a day here. Jacob, I don't think this is the lady. Oh, we got some people voting here. Really? Billy emailed you a photo? I'm going to ask him, and then I'll know who you are, Simon. Because I call you on the live stream and you don't come. That really is cowardly.
Simon mentioned above that he working with you about Lions Den and some project about Sims or something like that.
Well, then message me in WhatsApp so I know who you are, Simon. I don't know. I always think it's weird when I invite a guy to come on to live stream. I mean, you will chat with the beautiful girls. I know I'm not a beautiful girl, but when we have a intellectual conversation to help, our brotherhood, right? I don't know why guys don't come on. So it always rubs me the wrong way when somebody doesn't come on, and I really question them. And then Simon, somebody's told me. Actually, many people have told me that you have another account. Simon, I got to tell you, if we find out you're on 2 accounts on my channel, you'll be banned for life. So don't spoil it. So don't ditch the other account. Be who you are. You're only one person. This is bullshit when you have multiple accounts. I mean, who does that? Sketchy people do that.
Rick, don't believe in Billy.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, we can just ask Billy exactly.
Yeah. So again, thank you, Jana. You're doing a wonderful job on the TV show or the internet show.
So this is priceless information for guys, and they can see when the girl is really into you, how it looks like. It will help for, I think, hundreds of men who can see that, to understand who is player, who is scammer. For example, we had interview on the Mail Order Bride Scam channel, and girl played 1 year and 6 months relations with a guy, but you can see this artificial, dear, I need help. And when the lady is genuine and seriously into you, how she behaves, and that she also will invest. I will not spoiler in, but I will stop on every of these points. And it's priceless information for guys when they can see with their own eyes how it goes in reality.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's absolutely priceless, guys. I mean, this opportunity to see a real date, and if she's real. I mean, all our ladies are real. That's the thing with Billy, you saw. And Natalie, stand up, lady. Wow. I was impressed with her candor. I mean, her beauty, her strength, her intelligence. She's turning around her company after the bombs destroyed it in Ukraine. She's rebuilding in Paris. Oh my God. Yeah. Sorry, but Billy, that's not a man that, I mean, they're just too far apart. You know what I'm saying? on so many levels, not just one level. It's just too far apart. She's a very classy, intelligent, and not that Billy's not classy or intelligent. It's just you could just feel that they're just not a match. I don't know if you guys could feel it, but I think you could.
No, it isn't. It is not, of course.
Not a match.
Obvious. It is obvious that Natalia can be matched only with a man who would be stronger and more confident than Natalia.
Yeah.
Only then it can work in our culture.
And guys, do you get that? Natalie, she will only be with an affluential man. Do you guys see that? Because why? It's not that she's a gold digger. It's because she has that quality. Okay. She has that quality. So she is able
She will not stand with the simp.
Yeah. She won't be satisfied with it because let's face it, what comes with wealth? Intellect, intelligence, confidence. It all comes with money. When men make that money, they exude those qualities, and she needs that in a man. So you start to see these things, and you start to see who's potentially a match for each other and who's not. And that's the beautiful thing. You see that Natalie is not leading Billy on. I mean, she was nice. She gave him a chance, but she understood. She absolutely understood. And she understood. She said in her date with him, right, that I understand quickly who's my man and who's not, right? She said that. And so we understand the conclusion. But you could see from all the dates Billy had, they were all genuine ladies. You could see that. You could feel it. And yeah. Well, thanks, Anne. You agree? That's good. Thank you. Well, here's the thing, Jacob. I disagree with you. I disagree.
I'm either.
You see, do you know people present differently depending on who they're presenting to, who they're with?
Believe me, guys, if she could saw on the screen confident masculine man, her behavior would be opposite.
And if she had more hope for that date going into it, she would have dolled up. She would have been hair and makeup and gaboom, and she would have looked more like her photos. But she just didn't see it. And Billy was kind of like a charity date, in my opinion. She thought, okay, it's a long shot, but I'll give him a try. It's like that, right? You guys have had those dates. Come on, you've taken girls out and you go, can't imagine it, but okay, it's Friday night. I'm bored. I got nothing to do. Come on, you've all had those dates. That's what.
Very true. Yes, Juan Antonio has a good point. It is really true that beautiful and successful women, it is difficult for them to find a good match because that level of men who will be into this woman, who will be with serious intentions to her, unfortunately, the reality is opposite, that she has good chances, but that level of men, not that much.
Yeah, hypergamy is in play, but keep in mind, guys, about hypergamy, it's a funny thing. It changes, right? Anyway, I'll shut up about it. It's a very long conversation, and hypergamy is in play, but as we age, it starts coming down, right? And it's not that we accept less. It's that our priorities in life change. When a woman's 25, her priority is different than when she's 31, let's say. Different priorities in life. And then later, let's say a single mom, at 30, priorities change again. And again at 40, at 45, priorities change. By the way, guys, I'm really excited about this SMV calculator that we're doing. yoursmv.com, because you know what? It's so funny. Anna and I went to a popular calculator online, and she did her SMV. I did my SMV, and this is Western SMV. We're going to have the only Slavic, like traditional values SMV, like kind of like a Slavic SMV, because would you be shocked if I told you that my SMV was higher than Anna's in this calculator? I was shocked. I was like, babe, come on, no way. You're better than me, But my SMV was a 5.1 out of 10. Okay, hers was a 4.1 out of 10. I'm like, what? But so this is just obvious. It's a Western SMV calculator, and probably what she took the hit on, because it grades you based on how you answer a question. The fact that she's a single mom with 2 children, she took a hit for that, I'm sure, because Western men, oh wow, there is just this hate on for single moms in America, like you have no idea.
Joseph, I just I want to say about this.
Yeah.
I could see comments, guys. Oh, you're a single mom. You have to have an age gap, 20 years minimum. You're a trash. Something like that, they think. In your side, what you can say? You live happy life with Anna, with high values, with the highest values can imagine, with next to lady, beautiful lady, single mom, but you became happy to receive these 2 wonderful daughters, and you live full happy life. But some guys, they really think that single moms, it's like a trash, and okay, so your SMV is you no need to anyone. It is not true. You miss your happiness when you think this way. Come on, hunting on young ladies with big age gap and struggle from your expectations and your downs.
Absolutely, guys. This is another loaded topic. First of all, I want to say 2 comments back to Jana's opinion there. And the most important I want to say is that my wife could have any man she wants. At any age she wants. She could go younger than herself and she would attract that man, and a quality man and a wealthy man, no problem. Multimillionaire, no problem. But guess what? My wife was married to a very wealthy man, and it just didn't work. It didn't work because he didn't respect her, and yada, 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 all kinds of reasons it didn't work. And he was, So that's what I want to say about that. But my main point was about because, guys, speaking to you, Jana hasn't lived in America, so she just doesn't know what single moms in America have become. And I don't take pleasure in bad mouthing a section of people, but I do speak my mind. Whether it's an unpopular opinion or not. And guys, we're right. I say we, because it's sad, but Western women, they've become something else. I just leave it there. They've become something else. But this is my main point, not to badmouth Western women. That's not my point. My point is that this is the sad thing. And Jana, you might know this, but you wouldn't really get it. That Western men have a bad opinion of Ukrainian single moms because they have a bad opinion of American single moms or Western single moms. They don't know there's a difference. And there's not a little difference, guys. There is a chasm. It's like through the roof.
That is why I'm telling you that I don't blame that man. But for me, like, I know truth, but and I know that they are wrong, because we can see your story, and when you sharing, I'm incredibly happy to receive these 2 kids and spend wonderful family day on the beach. And it is opposite opinion from what we can hear from these comments, like, oh, single mom, forget about like 5 or something age gap, you should go to 20 years age gap. Why? Does the lady lose her values, her qualities, her beauty? What the problem with the kids? The only problem with the kids is you need to be mature and responsible enough to take this responsibility on yourself. This is the only thing. Nothing bad with the single moms about their qualities, and they have life experience and maybe will appreciate family life with the correct life partner much more, and avoiding some mistakes, doing also job, some work under themselves, under their mistakes as well. Joseph, I think we can
Yeah, just to finish on the SMV calculator. So yeah, ours is catered because you guys are all listen. I was in your shoes, so I get it. Listen, we all guys going to date in Ukraine. We always have this question: how young can I go? Okay, guys, it's the honest truth. Let's be straight with each other. And then we wonder how young can we go, and how beautiful can we attract? Right? Like, what's our what's possible for us in Ukraine? Because we know what's possible for us in the West, in America, right? And there's no calculator out there that actually, and it was, and I think who was that? Juan asked the question, what are the parameters? And thanks to your question, Juan, I started writing down the parameters. I'm at 43 parameters that determine our SMV, and they're very different in Ukraine. So this calculator will answer your question very easily as to how appealing, how attractive are you to Ukrainian women for marriage. And there's nothing else out there on the market that can give you, a numerical answer to that question. Is not a simple question, and this is a very complicated, in-depth calculator. So
unfortunately, you can't put in the program and make any kind of barometer of such qualities as confidence, masculinity, all those qualities which will totally change your SMV, which you can't count, calculate.
Yeah, 1000%, Jana. And this is the thing. It's a self-assessment calculator because you have to assess yourself. What's your confidence level for one? So if you lie, garbage in, garbage out. you get a lie in, you get a lie out.
We asked Billy, are you confident? Of course I am.
Yeah. So then maybe the calculator will be bullshit too, because if you bullshit the calculator, you're going to get a bullshit answer back to yourself. So I don't know. And that's the thing, though. There's this expression, pigs don't know, pigs stink. It's kind of sounds rude, right? But hey, listen, I'm a former pig farmer. I grew up on a pig farm, and they really stink. But you know what? Do you think the one pig says to the other, hey, buddy, do you know you stink? No, they don't know that. And that's the thing. We don't know, to a large extent, we don't know our own weaknesses, right? And that's why coaching, mentorship, all of that, critically important, and that we be open to critiques against ourselves. I'm told all the time, I'm this, I'm that. I take some of it in, and then there's things about myself, for example, that I want to change, that I'm aware of. And there's a lot of things about myself that I have changed. And the thing is about these relationships with Ukrainian women, that you have to have that willingness about yourself, because and that's the thing about, I got to tell an ugly truth here. As we age, and I'll speak about men because I don't really know women so well on that level. As we age, we get more set in our ways. It gets harder to change. So this is a challenge that a lot of men have. Most men is that, if you're up there, if you're in your 50s plus, it gets harder to change yourself. Oh my God. So that's just another factor, that if you really are set in your ways and you don't want to, or you're not willing on working on yourself, I wouldn't suggest this journey, because you're going to have to change, or you're going to end up divorced. Yeah. It's not for everyone.
Also tricky can be when people try in your society try to please you with some compliments. Person also can have other sort of opinion about himself. It's also tricky, and our own judgment and even judgment of other people sometimes can be not obvious, but obvious would be your result in life.
Yeah, let's address Rodney. Rodney, that's realistic with you. Like within 10 to 15 years, it's possible for, I could say, many men, not even, I wouldn't say most, even 10 to 15. It's a big age gap, 10 to 15. 20, it's a huge age gap. Huge. 25, it's like Elon Musk trying to go to Mars. Maybe we'll get to Mars one day, but it's a long way away, right? 6 months. But for you to answer that question, and again, age gap, that's why it's such a tricky thing. Every man is not the same at every age, right?
Mhm.
It depends how you look. It depends on whether you work out and how you take care of yourself. It depends on your energy level. It depends how you are in the bedroom. Because listen, I have a buddy. He's okay. We became friends at 41. I didn't even know about this blue pill. And he came to sue me and he was staying with me in Sumi. And he says, yeah, I take these little blue pills. I'm like, I mean, I knew, what is it called again? I knew. And then he takes Cialis. And then, he taught me about all the different pills. Well, I was shocked, honestly, that at 41, there's a man with erectile dysfunction. So that matters. I mean, all of these things matter. It's a very age gap is a very complicated equation, but I will say this to you. The more you widen that age gap, the worse that your chances are that marriage will last, will stand the test of time. So you're just taking a chance. And the bigger the age gap, the bigger the chance that you're going to end up in divorce at 2 years, 5 years, 8 years, 10 years. How long is it going to last? If it really is true love, maybe it will last until death do you part. But it's just that do you know what the statistics are after 2 divorces? And after there's statistics on age gap. Well, basically, if you look at Anna and I, okay, do you want to know what our chances of success are? You want to know what the stats are? It's about 3% chances of success, Anna and I. So that's the thing. We are not average. And we've been together for 4 years. That's not a long time, right? I mean, we're not out of the woods yet, as they say, right? So that's the thing about age gap, guys. It depends what you want. Some guys just come to us and they just want young and smoking hot, and I want to get married. And however it works out, they just don't think about it, right? Other men are more mature and they say, listen, I want my life partner to grow old and gray with. I don't want to take any chances of divorce. Well, then I say, best to keep it less than 10 years, best to keep it 5 years. I mean, the tighter that gap, the better your chances. Anyway, I feel like I'm starting to preach now. Okay. Lots of comments coming in. Oh, there was a good comment on do you know where it is? There was a good comment on Natalie. Somebody commented, maybe you could find it while I'm talking. Sure. Natalie is, like Western type woman. She has this power or what? Oh, it was it's Jacob's comment. Yeah, you can find it there. So Jacob, about Natalie. Believe me, I've dated Natalie's. Okay. It wasn't not my type of woman personally. She's a very strong woman, and she's very I just didn't, she didn't have the type of energy that would have turned me on, you know what I mean? So every type, different strokes for different folks, right? But the thing about Natalie, I can say this: when a man that's much stronger than her comes along, you're going to see a new woman, a different woman. She's now going to drop into her feminine. Right now, she's in fight or flight. You guys are not really getting that. I mean, you understand the country's at war and all of this. Yeah, but you don't really get that she's in fight or flight. Her factory just burned down. She lost her livelihood. She has no choice but to pull in this testosterone, this manly masculine energy to produce. But when Mr. Right comes along, money's not a problem for him because she's beautiful and she will attract that guy. And I wish that for her, but that's what she needs. She needs Mr. Right. He's fairly affluential. He owns his own company, probably. Money's not a problem. He just, okay, let me help out. He steps in quite soon and says, Natalie, you're I love you. You're beautiful. I'm sorry. Not I love you. Cancel. No, never say I love you quickly. No, but this is Natalie's man that's going to sweep her off her feet. Natalie, you're beautiful. You're intelligent. You're just, you're who I've been looking for my whole life. I don't want to take, like, let me take care of you. And he's going to do this within.
Here we go. Here we go. If she could hear correct question, manly question about what he thinking about, how he can take care, how he can improve her life as a partner, then she will switch her mode, because now she's staying in this challenging mode when she need to be provider for herself, for her daughter. She need to stay mentally healthy after all this crash in Ukraine with her factory, with this move, with these challenges about the school. She told, of course she's staying in the masculine, this testosterone mode, until she will not meet that guy who come and say, я все вирішу.
Yeah, and he will just take care of her within probably a month. Within a month of knowing her, he will step in. He will take over her problem, and he'll like $5,000 a month. I kid you not, $5,000 a month, no problem. And she will that will boom, drop her into her feminine, best, natural self, and she'll be like milk, like smitten to him, like a little puppy dog.
Joseph, and it doesn't
in a good way. I mean.
It doesn't mean that she will accept those money. She doesn't need them. But when you show that you a man and you can do this.
Absolutely.
And
what this man does, he doesn't ask her. It's not an ask. It's just like, darling, I want to, he finds some reason to get her private bank card number. Okay. And he just gets her number. Some foxy little way to get her number. I want to do something. I want to do something special. And then boom, $5,000 in the account. And she's like, darling, what did you do? Guys, it's not gold digging. It's nothing about any of that. I know the comments and like this on the after the replay. Guys, you're too hypersensitive on the scamming thing because you've been not with a quality woman. But a quality woman is just going to be so appreciative. She's going to be, oh, you didn't have to do that. No, I can't accept that. What are you talking about? You don't have a choice. It's in your account, and you don't know how to send it back to me. So, anyway, I want to say this, Jacob, that I don't see you as being that guy, because I understand. I watch some of your streaming, and you're a good man, a really good man. I believe you. You want to find the right one, but that's not. But that's not your profile of a lady. And you see, you're not attracted to that profile of woman. But guess what? An affluential man is attracted because she's a very beautiful woman, right? And when she gets all dolled up, she's like smoking hot, right? So, but a wealthy man, an affluential man, he knows, like he can catch her. He can catch her.
And it would be an interesting game for him. Can he make her submissive? It would be interesting challenge for him.
Oh, yeah.
And he will don't have any doubts that he can. It would be interesting game for him, step by step, to show her like, know your place. You're a woman. I will be up. I will be above.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, we all need to know what what we can catch, right, guys? I mean, we are hunters, as Vita says. Man is hunter. Woman is, don't you love Vita?
I love Vita.
It's true, man. We are hunters.
So right.
We are hunting our woman. And the beautiful thing about Ukrainian women, if I can say, I mean, I can talk for hours of the beautiful thing about Ukrainian women culture, but this is beautiful. They want to be caught. Jana, you have no idea. Our women do not want to be caught. They want to, I don't know what they want. Guys, do you know what our women want? But they don't want to be caught. They don't want to be hunted. They want the flowers. They don't want you to pay for dinner. God knows, I don't even know if they know what they want. Really, if they do, they need to send us a memo or an email or something. Simon, who is this message to? I don't know. Who's bashing Billy? Please, somebody take a look. If that comment is to me, You're done. Just tell me in comments if that comment is to me.
Joseph, don't pay attention, Simon.
No,
I don't
I
see
heard.
any value in all those comments.
Okay,
They just spam
so
in the
somebody
chat.
write me if that comment is to us. Because here's the thing: we're not bashing Billy, guys. We are being honest. You guys know what honesty is, right? It's like no fluff. Don't save feelings so you're not going to hurt somebody. No, it's just being honest. But guess what? In life, we are rarely honest. You know what the statistics are when you meet somebody new? If you've decided, they've studied this in psychology a lot. Psychology is one of my passions, so I read a lot. But the statistics on how quickly we have decided in our mind when we meet somebody new if we like them or dislike them, or if we want them to be like, if we have any interest to get to know them at all. Guess how many seconds?
17.
Yeah, 7 seconds. I think you got it.
17.
Yeah.
17. I read maybe different researches, but we understand understanding subconsciously with some chemistry, with some pheromones maybe. Can I accept you like a potential partner or not? I even don't understand this with my mind. Why not? But for some people,
Yeah.
we have
For
this
dating.
level of attraction. For some people, just no, don't.
Yeah, for dating. Maybe it is 17 seconds. It's very fast for dating. Like a man and a woman. We look at somebody and in a glance of an eye, literally, it's like, it's really cool, the psychology of that. Did you know that when you're within 1 meter of another human being, you can measure the EMF, the electromagnetic force between their heart? The Heart Math Institute has studied that. The Heart Math, Dr. Bruce Lipton. And they can measure it in nano, whatever the unit is. Yeah, they can measure the EMF between two hearts that are less than 1 meter apart. Isn't that crazy? So that means, what does that mean? We talk to each other with our heart. Our hearts actually communicate when we're less than a meter apart.
One more interesting fact about this. If you don't like person, you will not let this person closer than this 1 meter. I think exactly because of this reason. And how to understand if person like you, he will all the time try to be next to you, to touch you, to stay closer because of these things.
Yeah, exactly. Jacob, just for the record.
Sorry, I need to go. I will have my live stream at UDTV in 20 minutes. So I will leave.
Okay. Thank you, Jana. Thank you very much.
You're
amazing.
Great. Thank you.
Okay. So I just, I'll go to, but Jacob, for the record, me too. She didn't turn any of my cranks. Not my type either. Too masculine for me too. But I was just saying that, yeah, we all know our type. And I agree with you. I mean, I'm disagreeing with you, but overall I agree with you. You know what you're saying. Okay, guys, this has been an amazing, how long? 3 hour and 41 minute live stream. So just to recap, the next live stream will be with this date. Let me turn off the comments here. Thanks. That must have been what? Will be this date. Oh, Juan, super chat. All right. Thank you, Juan Meister. So it will be with Irina. What's her name? Irina. Yeah, we'll be with Irina and Billy. And we'll see how Billy does. Which date is it going to be? Which lady is it going to be? This is lady number 5 for Billy. How many ladies until he has met somebody that they have obviously a connection with? And we'll see. He'll be going to meet her in Krakow in less than 4 weeks. And we'll find out. And again, Billy will join us live next Saturday, which is the 25th of March at 11 a.m. Eastern. And that will be with me. Maybe Jana will be on too. But you see, it was interesting because Billy really felt that Jana was beating on him, right? But she wasn't. She was just being direct and open. That's all. Okay, guys, a couple more comments. Thank you, Juan, for the super chat. I mean, you're like, this has been 3 super chats in like a couple of weeks, so much appreciated. Although YouTube Just so you know, YouTube takes more than half. I mean, between YouTube and Canadian taxes, because that money goes to Canada. So much better if you want to be generous on our direct donation links. Just so you know, half goes to Uncle Canadian Sam. Yeah. So, but thank you, much appreciated. It's the thought that counts, and the thought is very, very nice. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting the Billy the Kid. And that's why I call him Billy the Kid, actually. Of course, it's one of my favorite Western characters, but yeah, he comes off as a bit of a kid, right? Not a mature, super mature man, right? And as Jana said in this live stream, he does need to grow up and man up to be successful. Because with Ukrainian women, again, that's all they know is Ukrainian men, and they are fucking masculine. I got to tell you, the most masculine men I've ever hung around with is Ukrainian men by a long shot. My Canadian blokes, mostly pussies compared to my Ukrainian men friends. Okay. So, yeah. All right. Take care, guys. We will see you next time. Jana will see you soon.